Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright then.
Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Metaphor ReFantazio. It is August 23rd, and today is the day that I have been afraid of for so long now. We are finally going to take on the Dragon Temple today, and I have absolutely no idea how long this is going to take. Obviously, you can see because you can see how long the video is. There's a few things that I do want to do before we head out, though. First, if you want to sell your loot and gear up as much as you want, be my guest. If you want to grab more ingredients, you're welcome to do that. However, the big thing that I am looking at is I'm going to see if I can find how many Dream Eater moths I have. I have to find these. Where are they? I know I have some. Okay, so I have 8. For every Dream Eater moth you have, you're going to want to get 2 rock beans and 2 briny salts. So I can go to the Merchant's Bazaar in Brylehaven and go ahead and grab the briny salts. So I've got 8 Dream Eater moths. That means I need 16 of each. I just have to figure out where these things are. So I need 6 of you. And then the rock beans can be purchased on Cattle Racket Road. It's one of these. These are used to make cursed love ballads, which are some of the best MP restoration items in the game. And I really want these before we take on the Dragon Temple. Do I prefer Valmo roasted? I'm gonna say roasted. Nah, you're joking. You gotta have Valmo slow roasted, Mr. All. What? Why didn't you give me that option? Probably shouldn't tell anyone you shouldn't tell anyone you like a turnspit, Valmo. They'll know you're not a connoisseur. Ah, that's right. I didn't mean to talk to you about Valmo, Mr. Elda. Are you interested in my specialty foods? Rock beans, yes. I want rock beans. I've got 8, so I need... I have to buy these one at a time. Oh my god. Okay, I can just mash through this. So, how is everybody's day going? It's been good for me. I actually went and I had lunch with some coworkers who are some of the best people I've known for a while. It's a really good group of friends and we're all really close. So, I don't know. That was nice. It's nice to do that when you're on break here and there. And it's nice to reconnect. I don't want to say reconnect because it's not like we haven't seen each other in forever. But it's nice to spend time with those who are important to you and enjoy their company. Let me just double check that I've got everything right. So, where was it? Here, my Dream Eater moth. So I have 8 of those. So I need 16 briny salt, and I need 16, whatever, rock beans. Okay.
All right then.
Let's go.
It's time. It's time to take on the Dragon Temple. We're in for quite an episode. This is going to take place for me over the course of a few days because I can't do this all in one run. So, I'm going to zoom all the way out. There it is. Obtain Dracodios and also a random quest. All right. It's a quick one-day trip. Just a quick trip. Just in and out. It'll be like 15 minutes. It's fine.
What to pick?
Okay. Who can I talk to?
Truth is,
Louise's house, Guiapern, has some history of nobility, yet none of them... I think I've seen this. Some elders dismissed Louise during his rise. To them, he seemed only a noble upstart enjoying good fortune, truly more innocent times. Have I seen that? I don't know if I have. Anyway, I guess I should check the pantry. Might as well get some free food before we cook all of these... What are they called again? Cursed love ballads? I don't remember exactly what they do, but I know that they restore a lot of MP. Where is it? There it is. And you're going to want to make as many of these as you can. Do not make just one. So just that Junah recommends. Let me go call her. Oh, good. We get to cook with Junah.
got a second?
Oh, it's a love ballad. That makes sense. Now, the most important thing that we have to consider is who will be well, everybody, of our meal. What are they like? What are their tastes? All of this matters. First, you need to visualize the meal, then you pick the ingredients that look like they'll get you there. Intuition is key. She looks so weird without the knives and then the shoulder pad. I'm not used to seeing her like that. Picked out ingredients with Junah. Wow, if it tastes as good as it smells, won't be that won't that just be fuck, we're already off to a good start. Won't that be just amazing? Yes, that's definitely going in there. Don't underestimate texture. These little blobs are cute, and these, oh, look how they shine. It sounds like she's doing all the work. Now that our ingredients are carefully selected, we move to the main phase, preparation. Oh, I guess I do all the grunt work. You can cook anything as long as you, I don't think. Come on, I'm right behind you. Food can tell if you're worried, you know. Put your positive intentions in it, and it's bound to show up in the end. It's smelling great already. Well, good. Wow, what a combination of bold and delicate flavors. I call it Cursed Love Ballad. Considering the feeling we put into it, it's bound to move the heart of whoever eats it. Thanks to speed cooking, yep, Cursed Love Ballads. Did it give me 9? For some reason I thought it said 9. Am I crazy? Did that say 9? Where does it show up? Am I blind? Oh, I guess, would it be... Huh? I'm so confused. Where is it? Where the hell is it? There it is. Yeah, I do have 9. So, okay. So it restores 100 MP and cures Hex. So that is 900 MP that I can get in the middle of this dungeon. And then we are going to go into... Hi, Sanctus Church asked me to sing a lot of their ceremonies, although I wouldn't say I practice the faith, but the pay isn't half bad, and I get to sing in front of a huge crowd, so I guess that makes him a good client? Yes, it does. Okay, we're going to read, what are we doing? Top Secret Poetry is, I guess it's the only thing we haven't finished. This is Junah's journal, so let's take a look inside. She's right there, she wouldn't notice. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in some sort of trance? A whole section has been struck by 2 thick lines. A few words scribbled next to it. My very soul screams. Is this her handwriting? Flipping to the next page reveals a swarm of characters and symbols I've never seen before. Is this a language only Junah herself knows? Well, we can certainly say that artistic expression is a serious business for Junah. Yes, and we get 5 points of courage. And we do in fact level up. You should be courage rank 4 by now. And we are looking good across the board. The only thing that's not rank 4 is our eloquence. And almost everything is getting close to leveling max.
Navigating the archipelago's currents once more, the Dragon Temple again comes into view. It is dedicated to the Dragon God, Et. The Gauntlet Runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island amidst surges of sinister magla.
All right.
All right. Here we are.
What now?
I'm gonna switch over to Cleric. I would recommend working on this a little bit just because the next class gets Penpatra, which cures all status ailments for all allies. We don't have this unlocked yet, but it will be very helpful for an upcoming boss fight, why do I only have Psych on you? Cyclo, that would be good. Let's replace Medi with, where is Medica? Support. Wait, what? Oh, it's already on the class, so I don't need this. So I'm gonna put on Batra, because there are a handful of enemies weak to that. And then where it's Shield Blessing, I need that, because that's the MP restoration nonsense. Okay! We are finally at the Dragon Temple, and we were here before, and the tree gave us some issues, and then Basilio and Fidelio had to go, you know, be in the hospital.
What do you think?
So I suppose you just have to pour the potion of blight on the roots. Ready to try it? Yes, I am. This build-up's killing me. Bottoms up.
Hey.
But wait, after all the trouble we went through to get it, are we sure it's gonna work on a tree of this size? Could you not just climb over it? Junah's right. The only way to find out is to pour it. Okay. We pour it, and we made the tree angry. Why is it moving? What's going on here? So, 'tis a monster in a tree's guise. This blight brew has stripped away the oaken mask to reveal the beast within.
Wait.
Whoa, it's none too happy about it. Honestly, couldn't the Drought have stripped away the armor too? Gah, nothing for it. Let's chop this tree beast down. Let's do that indeed. It looks a lot smaller in combat. This thing, if I'm not mistaken, is weak to fire. Yeah, okay. Pugilist is just power thrust. That's kind of what it does. Oh, you're burned too. That helps. I got some synthesis, medical, and magical injection. Affects all allies? Okay. That's also why I wanted to put Batra on you so that I could hit the weak spot. And I'm also on Commander, and you can see that 10 MP because I've got Caesar's Semaphone on equipped on Hulkenberg, and that gives everybody plus defense at the start of the fight, I think. And then I've got that shield blessing skill on basically everybody. So yeah, that makes things a lot easier. I probably should have power thrusted there. I was curious to see if it would do more damage. I don't think it really did. And with that, we're already through the first fight. We are in the door. Nothing like a boss fight to start off a temple, and that should give you an idea of just what we're up against here. Unscathed Triumph. We take those. A lot of rank ups. Juna gets a level up, and Stroll gets strike boost. Oh, I forgot about this. Yes, increased strike attack by 20%. Blizza on you. I have Heisme on Wizard because I want to get shield blessing on him. I didn't have enough of the level up items. I don't want to waste all of them. Ugh, that scared me, but we made it somehow. Honestly, all that trouble over an angry shrubbery. But our way inside the temple is clear now. Let us push onward to find Yufa. Right, we've had a rough start. Time to get back on track. Time to get back on track indeed. Let us push forward. And more is here.
Hey.
I'm worried about the villagers. We'll just have to bring that priestess girl back to them safely. We all set? I'm ready to start the show. Let us focus our efforts on rescuing the priestess. Her emancipation is paramount, and she is likely to know the way to the altar as well. I've steeled myself for the challenges ahead. When you're ready, we can depart.
Let's hurry.
Let's rescue the priestess. I'm not comfortable with her sacrificing herself. Yep. So this temple is the lair of the so-called dragon god, is it? Such a place demands that we proceed with the utmost caution. Allow me to... No. Sorry, Heisme. You're in the back. Excuse me. Oh, because I'm outside the dungeon. All right. Oh, I guess that doesn't... We don't actually take up the time slot until now. But yes. Oh, baby, we're in the Dragon Temple. All right. Obviously, we're still on the outside for now, but there are a lot of enemies here that we can take down pretty easily, and that makes things better. We can grind at least a little bit of experience here, although I don't think it's going to make that much. I guess if you really wanted to, you could equip one of the mage classes, and you could restore some of your MP here. That might be a good idea. It would also probably be a good idea to throw Will on mage or wizard. Oh, I kill you in overworld. That's nice. I think I can take you down. It would be a good idea to put Will on mage or wizard, because then you can get the overworld combat MP regeneration. That's never a bad idea. So you've got a lot of you have the archetype ring on. I thought you still had the seeker mask on. That's unfortunate. That's okay. I have Cyclo. I don't think that'll kill. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't think I'm gonna quite get there. I do! Okay, cool. Nice. I have the archetypal ring on Juna to help level up her archetype, and I think that may not be the right idea. Flame Vanguard, that's a multi-target masked revelry. Covers a medium amount of caster's MP every turn. Okay, that's nice. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but Masked Dancer kind of uses a lot of MP, and I think part of that comes from the different masks you get. They are kind of costly MP-wise, and I've always noticed that Juna, for one, she's a really good magic attacker, but she runs out very quickly, at least for me. Here we are.
No way.
I can't believe the size of this place. It's like a proper labyrinth. Wonder how deep it goes. Perhaps we could tell were it not for this strange mist. The path ahead is shrouded. I must go for the dragon god.
What can I do?
I am the priestess. I must offer myself in sacrifice. Hey, what's wrong? You alright? I just heard a voice inside my head. Apparently it belonged to the priestess. The priestess's voice, you say? I certainly couldn't hear it.
So
Well, if you heard her voice, that means she's alive. Come on, let's find her. Or it means I'm going insane. Okay. We've got a Monument of Transition.
this.
Something's been etched here. Let's see. It says, "Thine eyes report doth not tell..." Oh, shit. "Thine eyes report doth not tell all. Only those with the conviction to alter their perspective may find the way through the dark." Perspective, is it? So we have to change how we view things here. So we need to look at things beyond what's in front of us. Or at least that's what I assume it's trying to say. And then we've got another one over here. Is it the same thing? Monument of Virtue. No.
Check this out.
There's something written on this stone monument. It says, "Those who are lost does the mist bedevil." Right? "But upon the proper path, no mist will there be to thwart thee." So that means the mist will be thicker if we're on the wrong path. Interesting. Then if visibility worsens, it implies we're off track. Okay, well that just basically spoiled the entire gimmick of this area. So,
Check this out.
if you've ever played through Ocarina of Time and gone through the Lost Woods, that's basically what the Labyrinthine Path is. You can see it got really misty there as I tried to descend. If I do that,
What?
I get sent back to the entrance. That's the gimmick of this part. This is not a thing throughout the entire dungeon. It's really just this area, and you have to explore the whole thing while trying to chart out your own path. I am imagining... Hi, Mr. Gargoyle. I can take you out in overworld. That makes things so much easier. Bop! Oh goodness, the splody guys. This reminds me of the Grand Cathedral, Regolith Grand Cathedral, with all the explodey dudes. I don't know their names, and then the gargoyles. So I'm going to take my time filling out this area because there are a lot of things in here that not only I want to grab, like these item orbs, but there are also a lot of fun little pieces of dialogue that you wouldn't see if you just played through it without exploring very much. And the Dragon Temple, at least for me, is probably the most important dungeon story-wise, I would say. I could definitely see some arguments for other ones, especially as we get towards the end of the game. Like, obviously the last dungeon is important story-wise, but I don't know. If you've played this game, you know why the Dragon Temple is so special, and there's a lot of things in here that I want to make sure I hit and don't miss, because if I miss them, they do offer some interesting perspectives on the world and the lore of Metaphor that I would... Ooh, wait. What was that? Wait, what was that?
What now?
Weapons. How do I sort this? I got one that was like... Oh, is that for me? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that's more MP recovery. So yes, I love the Dragon Temple, and I imagine most people who have played this game love the Dragon Temple after they've sat and thought about it for a little bit. It is one that, like I said, I really struggled with on my initial playthrough just because of the sheer length and scale of this area, but kind of once you get past that point and you appreciate what exactly Atlas did, it's really special. Monument of Guidance. Look, something written on the stone monument. Mortals are all but lone shards of Mother Earth. Look to the stars. Follow the dragon god's guidance. There's a certain poetry to it, isn't there? Sounds like it's meant to encourage living in harmony with nature.
However,
But to invite us to look to the stars? Surely we cannot do that from within the temple. Wait.
No.
I didn't know this was a thing! Oh, that's a thing? Oh, that makes it so much easier. Is that really how it works? That's how it works! I'm so stupid. See? This is what I mean when I say you need to take your time with these games. Like, I didn't know this was a thing. How did I miss that all this time? I'm guessing I just didn't go through... Wow. That really is a thing. I'm guessing I just didn't go through the effort of doing it. Wow. Huh. The more you know. Okay, so make sure you listen to the monuments. That just straight up gives you the path. I do hate that they kind of spell it out for you. I wish the riddle was a little bit more cryptic, but hey, it's modern gaming. They gotta make sure that game reviewers or me know how to get through these damn puzzles, like the highest made puzzle that gave me trouble, and then I saw the solution and I felt like an absolute buffoon because I couldn't tell it was shadows. I thought it had something to do with the idle animations because I'm big dumb. Okay, Tranquil Trilby, leisurely hat that can calm even the most agitated minds. Prevents rage and gives us magic +4, and it looks like there's something off to our left here, and I think I know what this is. Yes, these are the things that I'm very excited for. It's a mural. The old world is inscribed here in archaic writing.
This is...
An old world, is it? I suppose this is some kind of ancient city. If those are buildings, they're preposterously tall. Never in all my days have I seen a town such as this. Hard to believe it's a depiction of the past, isn't it? It almost feels futuristic.
Hey.
So if that's a city, what's surrounding it? It looks like monsters. No, not monsters. The more I look, the more it appears as though they're being worshipped. A world where there is not but one god. Now that is indeed a very different understanding of history from that of Sanctism. I don't think we're gonna guess our way to the right answers here. Let's press on.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, that definitely looks different. Definitely not like the world that we know in Metaphor, but I'm sure all will be explained soon enough. And I promise you, the Dragon Temple will explain a lot of things if you've been curious.
What is this?
Look, something's carved into it. Are these tenets of pagan faith? It says, "Be not perplexed by illusion. Accept fear and open thine eyes. Do so and the truth shall be within your grasp." A warning then, but to caution us against the perplexity of illusions? Does this mean there's some way to see through the maze of contrivances?
That means...
Maybe it's telling us that we need to sense the magla? Perhaps my sight can do the trick. Okay. So this...
Sounds crazy. But
I don't know what that's supposed... Maybe it just lights up?
gotta be something we can do here.
Is it the torches?
Maybe there's
Does it
something
light
to
the
do
torches? I bet it lights the
here. Gotta be
torches.
something we can do here.
Does it light the torch?
There's something we can use nearby.
I don't know what
Sounds crazy.
this is supposed to
Things
reference.
around here.
Oh, the torches light up as I go along the right path. Maybe that's supposed to be it?
Maybe there's something to do here.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out as we play the game. No, those light up.
There's something we can use nearby.
Oh. Oh, but they go away when I use the face light. Okay. Where the hell am I? As you can tell, this floor is rather large, which is why it's the Labyrinthine Path. Where am I supposed to go? I'm going backwards.
There's something we can use
Is it
nearby.
only... Is it not only
Gotta be something we can
the
do here.
thing? Oh, wait, no, I see a part where it goes down. What am I doing? So I have to just loop around. That's so cool. See, all these things I
Maybe there's
didn't know.
something to do here.
Wait,
There's something
Yeah.
we can use nearby.
how did I miss this? Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Everything's
For some
pretty
reason, I
here.
thought we weren't going down here, but here we are, we're going down. And I see another thing I can, oh wait, I think that was the monument that we already looked at, right?
Maybe there's something to do.
Yo, no, abort. I don't want to go back to the beginning. That would,
Something we can
oh, that would make me so sad. I do want to fill out the map, like I always do with these dungeons. I just think it's a fun thing to do.
Hey,
I can't go
maybe
this way,
there's
right?
something to do
Yeah. Okay. So I got to figure out a way. I think I go down and then up. No, I go this way. Okay, cool. That was blocked off before, so now we're
There's
open.
something we can
And
use
okay,
nearby.
that's the end of that. I was like, we can go this way now, and then there, I couldn't. Hi-ya! Don't you explode on me.
that should do it.
Okay. Where's the next mural? Where's the next mural? I don't see it. Can I go down this way? I guess I can't.
Crazy.
Wow. So there's a lot more to this than I thought there was. I thought it was basically just Lost Woods. I don't know if I just completely forgot about though, like the torches and then the stuff on the ceiling, or maybe I was just brute forcing my way through it, but there is another mural over here. So let's take a look at this one. Certainly looks similar. It's a mural. The world after ruin is inscribed here in archaic writing.
Indeed.
Based on the title, can we surmise it depicts those who perished in a city torn asunder by flame? It would imply a world brought to the brink of destruction by a great war. What's on the bottom there? It looks like people gradually changing?
Look,
Isn't that a monster of some kind on the left? What is going on there? What a strange physiognomy. Fuck. Physiognomy? I don't know. It almost looks like a human, but the figure on the right looks like a regular person. No idea what any of this means. Don't think any amount of concentration on our part's going to clear it up. I don't know, but again, we will soon find out. Dude, I'm just smiling. I'm smiling so hard right now because if you've played Metaphor, you know what everything means, and I love it when games do that and they reward you for repeat playthroughs because of like all of the crazy foreshadowing that goes on. That's one of my favorite parts of RPGs, like Persona series, Xenoblade, even like sometimes Zelda to some extent will do that, where I can't whack you. Even Zelda to some extent will do that, and you get to see just so many things about the world from a different perspective, which is funny because that's kind of... Where did I go? From a different perspective, which is funny because that's what one of the monuments was talking about, how you need to look at things with a specific perspective. And oh, here's another one. That was quick. What is this one called? This is the War of Ruin.
Doesn't it seem like?
This depicts the Annex War. It seems far too grand a scale. If it were, it wouldn't have been called the War of Ruin. It's likely depicting the war that led to the destruction of the old world. And people aren't the only combatants here. There are dragons and what looks like monsters in the fray too. They could even be ancient gods. If you ask me, it looks more like they got roped into a war that the people started.
What the?
You're telling me people manipulated dragons? This many bloody dragons as tools of war? To hazard a guess, I'd say the magic which allows us to control archetypes fashioned after heroes of old is fairly similar.
hey,
If gods and dragons really started fighting, no wonder they called it the War of Ruin. Could this have really happened?
However,
I love this part of the game so much. It's so good. And I imagine, like me, the wheels are probably starting to turn a little bit for you. Whenever I play an RPG, especially a big grand one, you start to put on like the conspiracy theorist cap. Just because, you know, like these JRPG writers, they pull out all the stops for these types of things. All of the crazy foreshadowing, the plot twist, and it's just... For me, JRPGs are some of the most rewarding games to play because of that. They just offer such an amazing experience that I don't think you can really find anywhere else. And that's not to say, like, novels or shows or movies can't also give you that grand sense of narrative, but there's just... For me, there's just something about these long, arduous, sometimes even grueling RPGs that make all of this struggle so worth it and so rewarding to play through time and time again. And that's one of the reasons why I love playing these games, both in my own personal time and then also on my channel. Because, well, for one, it makes for good content. It makes for good content, but I think there's a lot to discuss. Philosophically, narratively,
something to do here.
characters, all these different things. There's so much to talk about over the course of these adventures, and it makes for really interesting philosophical explorations about such a wide variety of topics, you know? Persona 3 is about life and death, 4 is about truth and self-acceptance, and then 5 is about freedom and rebellion, and we have seen a lot of themes in Metaphor, and one thing that I wish that they could have done is kind of really hone in on some of those, and made it more... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? fixated on what it wanted to talk about. Guidance. Mortals are all but lone shards. Oh, we've already seen you. We've already seen you. Where did I end up? I don't want to be here. Right? I need to go down, I know that.
I see the enemy.
I've already been here. How do I get down?
I can feel the power.
So I need to go... Obviously, we're kind of like going along the perimeter and going towards the middle. I just need to figure out how to get down there. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere, or else I got turned around. But regardless, yes, there's just so much to love and discuss and think about when you're playing these games. And have I done this one? Yeah, that's the war. I think I accidentally went the wrong way when I turned around there, or I had to go get an item orb.
Hey, maybe
Probably
there's
something
to
like
do it.
that. I got distracted, but you know, I think if you play these games and you don't, they don't make you think, then you need to, oh, this branches off? Have we seen this one? Yeah, we've seen that one. If you don't really think when you're playing these games, I think you're missing out on a lot of really great
Something's around here.
self-exploration of its themes, and that's why a lot of people, I think, like them, especially the Persona series, because it is a lot about, like, discovering yourself and coming to terms with a lot of aspects of yourself and your life, and
There's something we can use.
that's something that's just universal, and there is joy to be found in that. And what is this thing? Broken wall. Wall's broken here. I wonder if someone fell. But the breakage is an unusual one. Perhaps we could conclude a battle occurred here?
This be?
Does that mean that maybe Yufa was here? I would assume so. Didn't somebody say that she wanted, like, items? Oh, just as I was saying, a polar stone. How many of these do I have? Well, it looks like I've explored everything. I think I got to all of the murals? I would assume so. So we had the city falling, the war, and then I don't think there was one at the entrance. So I think I got to all of them. I really, really hope I did. There's a
Gotta be something we can do here.
thing here. Why? Oh, is it telling me to go down? I'm guessing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I don't know how to read the map after all this time. That would probably make sense. All right. Canopy Chamber, here we come. We still have yet to find Yufa. We're a good way. Oh!
What? There's someone here.
It's you. I believe we met at the spring? My name is Euphrasia. I am priestess of the dragon god, but you may call me Yufa, if it pleases you.
To see you now, you seem largely unscathed. You have hidden yourself well, priestess. This place is devoid of monsters. Almost uncannily so.
I sought the room least affected by Magla. We of the Mustari are blessed with a third eye that can see magic's flow. But more importantly, why are you here?
Edeni asked us to help you. We're here in the stead of the island soldiers.
So my brother is safe. Thank goodness. Then I trust your word. Please, help me complete the ritual for the island.
Wait, girl. We want no part of this sacrifice. We're here to take you back.
'Twas your brother's own behest. If you doubt us, then you may seek your answers from him.
My brother would have you stop me. But why?
This is so crazy to think he doesn't want his sister to die.
But what happens if I return? The island's Magla royals. Our people are tormented by horrors from the sea. Even our herds are being driven to madness. The chaos must be quelled. And if I stand as sacrifice, no one else will need to.
A fire burns in you, girl. It's a valor any knight would be proud to wield. And I should know. But if you're to risk your life, shouldn't it be for something certain?
Is all this really happening because of that dragon god?
What? But the perils that grip the island, they are born of the same magic that floods this temple.
We've seen the same phenomenon across the nations. This affliction isn't isolated to your islands.
Even so, surely...
How about this then? We'll get you safely to the altar, and see what we can figure out there. You know where it is, don't you?
Well, yes.
Let's see what's really going on back there for ourselves. We've got business with this lance of yours too.
She's right. No point in stopping here. Is that okay, Captain?
That's fine with me.
What do you want with Dracotios? No. Whatever your answer, it hardly matters for the sacrifice. I will trust all of you as envoys of my brother. Besides, my third eye sees the flow of Magla keenly. There is something unusual about the Magla in your wake. It brings to mind descriptions of the heroes of old.
Are you talking about archetypes?
Then we must not disgrace their legacy. Let us proceed with all due care.
Then
Okay, well, first of all, hi, Mr. Kitty Cat. I have to say hi to the cat. He's lonely down here, and I imagine he's sick of Moore's company all the time. But here's the Canopy Chamber. Yep. Small altar. What is this? Is that an offering?
Indeed.
It is the offering my brother gave me upon my coming to the temple. Thanks to his generosity, I have not yet starved. This Canopy Chamber is a room in which priestesses on their way to the altar may rest. It is fortunate the stagnation of Magla was minimal inside. Like Edeni said, it seems she knows the temple well. I'm just glad she's okay. Okay, so we do have a buddy in our midst. Yufa, if I go to my party, is not available. She's actually not a party member. She is just along for the ride, so to speak. And along for the ride, we are gonna be going very, very far down, in case you couldn't tell. It says open door, and it just leads to another hallway.
There they are.
I don't have the layout of this temple memorized. I am not a priestess, but oh, I see you.
that should come in handy.
I see the enemy.
Hiya! You cannot run from me. You can't run from me. You can run, but you...
There they go.
Okay, you can run from me. I hate Cleric. It sucks. Oh, here's another one. Oh, no.
Can't believe...
Those are the soldiers who escorted me. Oh no, how can this be? The fault lies with me, and my atonement shall be realized when I become a sacrifice to the Dragon God.
Hey.
What is the Dragon God anyway? Any ideas what could have started this little temper tantrum? Of that I'm uncertain, but ever since the founding of the village, when our protector deity frenzies, it is appeased by the sacrifice of the priestess. It's a mural. Our origins is inscribed here in archaic writing. What's this one of? Our origins. That is, the Mustari peoples. Look close there. The people in the painting have 3 eyes.
Very well.
This painting depicts the birth of the village. In the center, there is our first chief. Our village passed down and protected for generations, and now I, too, must sacrifice myself to save it. Maybe not. Maybe not, Yufa. We'll see what we can do. But yes, she is a Mustari, and their third eye doesn't really work how you would expect an eye to. It sees the flow of Magla, and I can see enemies. It senses the flow of Magla, and if you also notice, their third eyes never actually blink. It's kind of like half closed, half open all the time. Oh, here we go. This is the birth of the priestess. So we've got the priestess, the lance, and the flock. Feels like we're getting closer and closer to the truth of this island. The people of the village discovered these ruins and met the Dragon God. Later, those entrusted with a sacred ceremonial duty became the priestess. The Dragon God is our protector deity, but also an impetuous god of conflict. Sometimes its all-consuming rage is directed at the island. In those chaotic times, the priestess makes herself a sacrifice. Legends foretell that in an offering her life to beg for mercy, the Dragon God's spirit is appeased.
Hey.
Yufa, are you not afraid to die? It seems almost like you want this to happen. I cannot claim to be absent of fear, but I possess the ability to save the people of the village that I hold dear. So more than anything else, I feel both joy and
Let
pride.
us continue
Now
forth.
then, let us resume our journey.
Say,
I understand your feelings, but do you really mean to throw your life away? Says Heisme. It's understandable, but I don't know. If you could save everybody and die, would you? I don't know. There's no easy answer. Oh, the mag was thick down here, you can tell. I got all gloomy, but we have gone a long way down, and interestingly, there are trees. What's up ahead? Is the altar back there? You will know once you see it. Please go inside. There's also crystals here. And a Bounty of Relics. What's behind this door is one of my favorite moments in any game. So, down we go.
What?
Wow, what is this place? I don't think we've seen anything like this before.
Huh?
Would you look at that? The sky! So strange to see being so far underground. What the hell's going on?
Surely.
I shared your surprise when I first saw this place. Your shock is only natural. This is Drakengrace Shinjuku, the remnants of an ancient civilization. My people refer to it as the Lost City.
What?
That's no language I know. Safe to say it's really, really old? Yes, our ancestors discovered it alongside the lance and enshrined it all in the temple.
Please, have a look.
Look at your feet. Traces of priestess past imprinted in the soil. An earthly record of their pilgrimages here. If we follow them, we shall reach the altar at the Lost City's lowermost level. Follow the path.
Let's go.
I'm gonna be quiet for the music real quick. Welcome to Drakengrace Shinjuku. My favorite moment in this game. I was shocked when I first stepped through that door, much like Stroll. This is not the first time that Atlas has pulled this type of twist, where you go down into a dungeon and you're greeted with
Place.
not a sprawling labyrinth that's beneath the soil, but you're greeted with a city. A modern day city. Specifically, Shinjuku. It's not the first time. It's not the second time either. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually the third time that Atlas has pulled this plot twist. And I won't spoil either game, but this one specifically is a one-to-one recreation down to the map layout. The music is a different arrangement of the original. Even certain enemies are act and behave in certain ways that the enemy in that game would do. And I've said that this game is a culmination of Atlas, and I haven't even played the other two games that this kind of like references, so I can't really speak to like the shock and awe of seeing this happen again. But I'm not exaggerating. I've been smiling this entire recording session, and when we saw that vast sky and the skyscrapers coming out of the ground beneath the surface, I had goosebumps on my arm. It's such a wild moment, and it's played off so nonchalantly. Yufa's just like, yeah, this is Shinjuku. It's shocking. Let's move on. Like, they don't even explain it. It's great. I'm gonna talk to my allies.
In other words,
That view was incredible, but it certainly caught me off guard. I've never heard of a spell that could create a sky underground. It is an ancient magic. Its line of succession has frayed, so there are none left who can wield it.
And then
I'm a little concerned about all these crystals around here too. You can see Gallica sitting on one. Perhaps they're not quite as ominous as Melancholia crystals, but they are Magla, no? Yes, at least they appear to be from their coloring. Is it the presence of the dragon god which causes them to propagate in such a manner?
No.
No, those crystals have always been here. They were already present when these ruins were discovered. So these ruins have been melancholized for a long, long time then. The melancholia of these ruins feels familiar. I can't say for certain, but I'm reminded of another place I know. I wouldn't be surprised if the dragon god's presence is making it far worse. We should press on carefully. Okay,
Let's go.
let's resume our exploration. Like I said, one of the most amazing moments in any game that I've played. And you thought the previous area was large? Oh no. Oh, you poor innocent soul. No. Dragon Grace Shinjuku is unfathomably large. And I'm 46:30 into my recording session, and we have just scratched the
I
surface
think that's all of them.
of this area. There's a door here, and there's a red on the other side. Is this an Elementa? No! This is a Melancholia crystal. I don't know what enemies spawn here. There are moths. Please don't be a mimic. Okay, thank God. I don't think there are any mimics in here.
That's what I
Alabaster
call
mail. It needs to be purified. But yes, I know I've said I've been scared and terrified of this moment, but ooh, there's a glowy thing here. And this is yet another reference. Oh, is that the entrance then? Not quite. That leads to an ancient lift powered by Magla. There are 4 lifts in the Lost City. In order to reach the altar, we must make careful use of them.
Let us go.
Please continue along the traces of the floor as you have been. The lift to the altar is ahead. That's actually not what I thought it was. These are the lifts.
Just a sec.
Hey, not that lift. We need to find the one that's connected to the altar. Okay. Is it in here that I'm looking for? No, it's not you. There's something specific that I'm looking for. You're joking. Really? I was so far away. Oh no, you attacked me with pollen. I've got allergies. My speed is down. I'm gonna try to speed my way out of this. No, I can't escape. I'm at like half health. That's a little unfortunate. Did you just... HP recovery is now in effect. Cyclone. I'm fine. Yeah. I think I can get out of this. Please get out of this. Yes. I'm gonna try this fight again. Oh, hi. You're kind of in the corner there. Yeah, they attack a little slow, which kind of throws my timing for the dodge off. But it's okay. And I am still basically at full MP, which makes things so much easier. I'm so happy. Why are you in the back? Oh, because I moved you to the back for the escape shenanigans. I also need to rearrange my skills. You can do that if you want. I forgot where it is in the menu, in all honesty. But I don't know. I switch archetypes so often that I typically don't. I typically don't rearrange my skills very much in this game as opposed to like Persona. But I am very happy that I am high enough level to take out most of these enemies. I don't want to go downstairs yet. I would be careful of switching floors because it tends to respawn enemies. So I tend to try to explore as much of one floor as I possibly can. And then from there, go down or up a floor just depending on where I am in the area. Okay, we've got these moths. I believe these drop Magla pills, probably? Yeah, you drop Magla pills. So if you're looking for those, if you need some extra MP restoration, that's a good option for you. This costs 28 MP, that's so much. You repel that. Do I lose all of my turns? I lose all of my turns through that. That's fantastic. Does anxiety go away when... Does anxiety go away when I leave combat? Is that a thing? We're gonna find out. I don't think it does. I think most statuses carry over battle to battle, but that should take care of itself soon enough. Maybe it does. There's a thing in the corner here. Also want to make sure I grab all the items because there's a lot of cool stuff that you can find just on the ground in this area. Not necessarily like a blue glowy orb. Ah, here we go.
Stop.
Everyone on your guard. Something's coming.
What?
An ear monster? Is this a new human?
How could
Human? What are such monsters doing in the Lost City? Surely it's due to an increase in melancholisation. Perhaps this human was drawn here by the dragon god as well? So they're meant to keep intruders out? They're doing the dragon god's grunt work?
that can't be?
What? But why? Why would the dragon god reject me? I am the rightful sacrifice. Never mind that now. Doesn't it seem like this thing's acting weird? Almost like it's waiting for us to make a move?
Wait.
Wait, everyone halt. Hold.
Indeed.
So, my eyes do not deceive me. It's moving as we move. If we can predict its movement, then we can slip past it. A fight isn't necessary. Let's be extra cautious. So yes,
I see you.
as you move, it will move. Obviously, your speed affects it as well.
Keep your wits about you.
These ear humans will, in fact, follow the very obvious line that's drawn in the ground with the, I don't know, melancholy grass, whatever you want to call it. These are also a reference to that one Atlas game that this is a direct reference to. I also forgot some stuff up at the top, so I think I might... can I get to this door? No, that's just straight up blocked off. But I mean it when I say this. It's one of the most amazing moments in the game, and I imagine for people who played the game that this references, it's even more special. And in spite of all of that, playing it again, really, it's so different. It's such a, almost like celebratory
I can feel the
place
power coursing
when, oh wait, oh, this is where we came down. I just didn't do it right. That's fine. Okay. It's like a celebratory area, and the music is fantastic, and there's so much more that we're gonna see throughout this dungeon, and this is it's a massive difficulty spike, and I was not ready for it, and to be honest, I was a little angry when I was playing the game because I wanted to finish it in one day, and I was not high enough level to do so. I mean, the enemies in the first area with all the fog, I couldn't kill in overworld combat, so you can probably tell how miserable I was. Yeah, trying to do that and then also fighting everything here. Oh, I thought it hit me for a second. Yeah, I was about to be very sad. And I seriously considered spending 2 days on the dungeon. I don't remember if I did or not off the top of my head, but that was just a miserable experience with, you know, having to do that. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one nulls fire, so I gotta figure something else out. Do I have... You are weak to wind, I believe. Yes, you are.
I stand ready.
I'm just gonna pass this turn. So, I will say, if you're somebody who usually leaves comments, I know there's a handful of you, and you know which game Draken Grace Shinjuku references, I do ask that you at the very least put a spoiler warning if you decide to make a comment, just because I'm big on spoilers for other games. I probably will never play the game that this references. And if, for whatever reason, people are here and they don't know what game it references and they happen to pick it, I know there's like 10 people who watches these videos. All I'm saying is just be respectful. I'm somebody who's big on spoilers, and I like to go into all of my games as blind as I can, and that's one of the reasons why this moment was so special for me. Strange. It's not moving. The magla sustaining it must have faded. It is an old device after all. If we activate the magic source, the lift should move normally.
So be it.
And where might that source be? Do you know?
If so,
To get to the mechanism, we'll have to take a shortcut with the neighboring lift. That one works, I believe. Let us go. I am actually not going to do that. I'm going to continue to explore this floor as much as I can. Again, there are small pieces of dialogue throughout this dungeon that are just really interesting and really charming, and I really, really, really don't want to miss this. Oh, I'm way too over-leveled for this. Wait, you changed to blue. Oh, you just have a lot of health. There's a human there, so be aware. Yeah, honestly, I'd rather be over-leveled for this one than under-leveled, which I was very under-leveled my first go-around. Plus, I think if I were fighting a bunch of enemies, this would take a long time. I'm gonna be honest, if you are under-leveled for this dungeon, I would honestly probably tell you it's gonna take you in the neighborhood of like 6 hours to complete, because you're gonna be doing a lot of fighting. You're gonna be draining your MP, you're gonna have to deal with that. You will probably have to do 2 days here instead of 1. Don't hit me! It's a nightmare. This is one. Oh, I think this is one of the things I was talking about. It looks like parts of a keyboard have fallen off here, but they're made of a material I don't recognize. Perhaps an ancestor of the instrument? This thing's burnt to a crisp, but it is a keyboard, isn't it? Looks a bit different to the ones you see in church. So they had similar instruments in ancient times then. How funny. Well, music was the first magic this world ever knew, darling. I can only imagine how much the old world loved it. Yes, clearly the old world loved its magic, and by extension, loved its music. You are right at the corner. Okay, how much of this area can I still explore? I can go south a little bit. But yes, Gallica cooked up this theme, clearly had a lot of inspiration from the previous Shinjuku theme, and yeah, I don't know, there's just so much to love about this part. I think you're blue again too, yeah. Oh, I don't have to worry about dodging. That's nice. Okay. So maybe don't be level 40 when you come in here, or do if you want to breeze through everything. I think that does eliminate part of the challenge of this area, but it is what it is. It does make it a little bit easier for me to get through it and keep the dialogue entertaining, but if you're somebody who has played through this game and you're still listening to me, I would actually really love to hear your thoughts on this area. This is my favorite area in the game. Thinking back on it, it may not be my absolute favorite singular moment, but it is probably top 2. There's one other moment in the game that I can think of that I would probably go back and forth on, and I could absolutely see you adoring just as much as this area. But okay, it looks like I've got everything in this chunk. So she said to take, I think, the 4 lift. And down we go. Are we going down?
Just as I thought.
As I thought, something is amiss here. Okay. There are also... Oh, you guys go boom. There are also not many Magla hollows in this area, so it is not uncommon for you to make a ton of progress, die, and get sent way back. And when you get sent way back, enemies respawn. You're weak to fire. That makes things easy. Wow. Okay. Everything here is weak to fire for some reason. But like I was saying, if you're somebody who has gotten to this area, I would really love to hear your thoughts. And this is not me like and subscribe, leave a comment. No, I'm genuinely curious what other people think of this moment. I know it's pretty well regarded within the community, but just from a standpoint of like, what was going through your mind when you got to Dragon Grace Shinjuku? Had you put that together? Is this... I can't open this. Okay. I'm on a bridge. This is called the Steel Rendezvous. Yeah, I don't really have any friends who play the same games as I do. And I really love having these dialogues with people in the there's a human. Having these dialogues with people in the comments, because it's not... I'm gonna go around. It's not something that I get to have in my life all the time. And like I said, I really do think like JRPGs especially are great for delving into those more philosophical, psychological themes and ideals, and I don't know. I think that if I... Oh god. It's the testicle snakes. You have a lot of fire skills, so I'm guessing you're weak to ice? I don't think I have any ice skills on me, unfortunately. Maybe I can Hama on you? You're not weak to it, but... Ooh, I do have ice skills. It didn't do a thing! Okay, well, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I think that when we are presented with things like this, whether it's a story or a significant moment in our life that makes us reflect on who we are and how we think about the world and what we want out of everything, whether it's our personal life, our love life, our career, it's important to question things like that and be presented with topics and scenarios which make us question ourselves and maybe even our own thoughts or ideals or beliefs. You know, they could be religious beliefs or political beliefs or all those different things. So am I really gonna die here? This is a little... Why are there so many this is a little awkward. Okay, oh, what do I want to do here? I think I'm Medica. And then I try to run. Do I try to run? How am I gonna get out of this?
It's okay.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna try to run. Please, no!
No way out of this.
Please have mercy. Please, please, please. I talked about being overleveled, and now I got cocky, and I'm... Good miss? Good miss? Please miss? Please? Everybody's burned. Oh my god, this is terrible. Pollen attack. Please don't miss. Okay. Medica? I think agility affects my escape rate. I think I just have to try to kill here? Please kill. Okay, yeah, we're salvaging this. We're salvaging this. I usually don't try to roll these fights out when I'm at disadvantage, but it seems like I'm doing okay-ish. I'm poisoned now, apparently. Okay. Junah's gonna be useless here. I'm gonna try to run. Okay. That did not go well. So, I really wish the boom guys would take the flowers out, but it is what it is. So, anyway, I just really love this moment. I love to hear your thoughts because I don't get the chance to do these types of things very often. And like I said, one of my favorite moments in the entire game, and it just I've been grinning ear to ear this entire time, and it's I don't know. I just really love it. And when you get to share something that you love with others, even if I can't see any of you or I don't really know any of you, there's something inherently so rewarding and satisfying about that experience, because there's nothing quite like it. You know, when you get to be authentically yourself and tear off the mask, or put on the mask of, for me, put on the mask of YouTuber I guess I am still kind of authentically myself, but it is, at the end of the day, yet another mask that I wear, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not trying to... are you...
There they are.
No choice but to cut through them.
Okay, I think I'm okay here. You're weak to strike. Yeah! I'm not trying to fool you into... Ooh, that did not do very much. Please don't absorb this or something. I think there is something inherently satisfying about being able to kind of authentically be yourself in front of others, and whether, you know, whether I thought... Is that not a strike weapon? I thought that was a strike weapon. I guess I'm wrong. You recovered from stun. I should not have done that, but there's something very satisfying about being authentically yourself in front of others, and good dodge, and being able to... I don't know how to describe it. It's just a very rewarding experience, and it's something that I hope everybody can experience it at some point, because I don't know, I'm glad that I do this, and I know it's something that has kind of, like, my series has fallen off in terms of viewership since the Persona days, which I guess makes sense. Metaphor is a much less popular game than Persona, but I still love what I do, and when I turn on, when I hit the record button, I feel like I come out happier at the end of the day. Of course, there are instances where I mess up a recording, or like I remember there was a time recently where I literally just forgot to hit record. I don't think I can go anywhere else over here, because that, on the left-hand side, that's blocked off. So I guess I have to go up a floor. And when is this poison going to run out? Let me just double check that. I try to do as much of one floor in this dungeon as I can before going on to the next chunk. The other area that we can go up, that's the elevator, if you want to call it that. The lift, powered by Magla. And this is a Bounty of Relics. This is back on the first floor. And we need to find a way to power those other lifts. I would really love to save and take a bit of a break, because even though this is going well, I know that this dungeon is going to take multiple recording sessions, because it is long, even though I am kind of steamrolling my way through all of these enemies, which is it unfortunate? Is it fortunate? I don't know. Take your pick. And at least I'm aware of where the difficulty really spikes in these games, and I can probably take some countermeasures to further prevent any issues. Normal attacks that land will always deal crits. Holy, all in Abacus. Wow, okay. I don't really use Merchant for combat. I'm not the biggest fan of it as a combat archetype, but in terms of, like, utility, I need to put... I need to put that Seeker mask on. Where is it? Magic Seeker's mask. Come here! It's time for my revenge! It's time for my revenge! You cannot run from me! Anyway. But yeah. I don't know. That's just... I wouldn't say, like, recording is my... when I'm in my element. Sometimes, for sure, but I don't know. I don't know where I would feel most authentically like myself. I guess I'd have to do a lot of different things in one day. Scraps of yellowed paper are scattered on the ground in front of me. I guess this is ancient writing. Maybe Yufa could read it. A long time ago, my brother taught me to read the writing of the ancients. It's not especially legible, but I shall try my best. The discovery of Magla, era of science to an end. But despite all its glory, Magla, author, our destruction. The world destroyed. Wait, so what's science? And this bit about Magla destroying the world? So the calamity had to do with Magla after all. Guess that's about all we know. Indeed, this is the first I'm seeing of this ancient writing as well.
However,
The gears are turning. I love this game so much. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, I don't know what I would think. Oh, is this the mechanism that activates the lift? Captain, go ahead and give it a try. Yoink. All right, well that turned on too. Looks as though we're able to resolve it. Restore it. Will that take us to the altar? Not quite. What we restored is a lift to the entrance wing. The lift connected to the altar still isn't functioning. Our goal is the altar. We got to be restoring the mechanism for that lift.
Yes, of course.
Rest assured that the mechanism for that lift is nearby. Simply follow the trail on the ground.
If so,
Okay, I will follow the trail.
There they are.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear. I don't know the words. This is the yellow brick road of Dragon Grace Shinjuku. But yes, I don't know what my perfect day, where I would feel most of my element. I guess I would have to do like a lot of different things because I feel like that's who I am more than anything. Is I do a lot of different things. I see a gold tooth. Aha! I was ready! I saw you! Oh, that's a lot of them.
We're evenly matched. Guess we better stay on our toes.
Toothbrush deals medium magic almighty damage to all enemies. I've never noticed that. I don't know what to do here. I'll Ice Blue Dance, I guess. I've got Batra, I think, on somebody. I have no idea what these assholes are weak to. You resist that. You probably resist a lot of things. That resist. Is this a resist all type of deal? Oh, you're golden hands. I know who you guys are. The teeth. I hope I don't die to the teeth. This might be worth it. But bluster, what did it say? Bluster blast maneuver? That did not do nearly as much as I was hoping it would do. At least their agility is down, I guess. Look at the bright side. Hiya! Good crit. And I have no ice skills. I thought I equipped some. What is wrong with me? Why am I this dumb? Do you have... you're weak to ice right now. I guess I could try Hama on? Nope! Okay, you guys definitely just resist. Why am I bracing myself? That's kind of concerning. That's not very much damage. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, there would definitely be some, like, athletic type stuff in there. Probably running or swimming. And then some music stuff I do love playing. It's been so long. I do have ice skills. It's been so long since I've actually performed in front of anybody, and I'd really love to get back into that if I can. What else? I think maybe doing some recording would be in there, just because, again, I do feel like I am mostly in my element when I do these things. I think there's definitely still room for improvement. Like, there are times when I struggle to come up with a good commentary. I feel like when we went to Orbwise Path, that was a good example, where sometimes it doesn't flow as naturally for me as I would like, and oh my ear. How many of them are there? What are you supposed to do? This looks grim. The contraption we're after should be past here. At this rate, pushing through would prove to be impossible. What do we do?
Actually,
there is one possible countermeasure. It may be enough to eliminate the monsters.
Is that true?
If that's good, then let's hear it. The flow of magla around that monster is different from the others. If I had to describe it, it feels fake, or like it has no real substance. In theory, we might find their source somewhere in this lost city.
I see.
Then we may destroy all the humans in one fell swoop if we can find this source and snuff it out.
surely right.
I have not felt its presence so far. It is surely hiding elsewhere.
Got it.
Worth a shot. Let's see what we can find. All right, well, I was gonna go down here and then, ears. So I think I'm going to go back to the Magla Hollow and call it quits for today. Obviously for you guys, I will just, you know, be back instantaneously, but I want to savor this dungeon. I really do. And I guess I'm less scared now that I know I can basically just kill everything in overworld combat. But let's take a little break. And I will make a record right here. We are... Wait for it, it's 39.5. 39 hours and 38 minutes into it, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, we are going to continue exploring. I am back. It's been a few days. I am rested. I figured it's finally time to do this. I don't even remember what I'm doing though, but there's a giant glowing waypoint and everything has respawned. There's a giant glowing waypoint over here that I think I'm gonna go ahead and head down. I think we need to deal with the ear humans that are kind of going around in circles on this first area, I think. The Bounty of Relics, that's what it's called. What's going on here? Such a spectacular aura. It is here. Our true foe is on this floor. Your third eye allows you to look upon it then. We detect no threats. Maybe I can use my face sight? Will, help me give this place a thorough search. Okay. Why did you need my help for that? Aha, it's the ear. Finally gave itself away. Guess it realized it couldn't fool us, huh? And there it goes. Okay, so just like the other ears, this one is going to run at the same speed as us. And you can see it's running away no matter which direction we go. There are levers here that we can pull, and these will put up different gates throughout this little area that we have right here, which means that if we play our cards right, we should be able to trap this ear. Where did it go? Okay, so it is this purpley one. Now I can pull this. And we are slowly but surely working our way through this. In case you haven't noticed, this is another one of the humans that is based off the Hieronymus Bosch painting, Garden of... Wait, do these go back and forth? Like if I close one, the other one opens? I don't know. It's another one of the humans that's based off the painting by Hieronymus Bosch. I think it's called the Garden of Earthly Delights. I think that's what its name was. But there are a few humans. The human that was at the boss for the cathedral was also in that painting. All right, everybody ready? Let's do this. All right. What's your name? Homo Flamo. I don't know why it's that. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with flames. This thing should be weak. I am low on health. I should have healed before I jumped into this fight. You should be weak to electric. That's what my notes say. So you're weak to electric. I don't think I have any electric skills, actually. I do. I have Condera. So that's probably my best bet for this. Anyway. I have not been doing too much over the past few days. I had a Survivor party with some of my coworkers that I had a ton of fun. I've never actually watched Survivor. Oof, okay. I've never actually watched Survivor, but one of my coworkers hosted it, and we had a ton of fun. There were 18 of us total. 18 of us started the game. I was 6th, and this is gonna sound so arrogant, and I feel so cocky for saying this. I literally got voted out because I was too good at the challenges. We got towards the end, and it was right before the final challenge, and basically for the final challenge, everybody does it, and then basically it was raining too bad, so we had to kind of call it quits early. Oh, that's kind of good dodge. How much? Wait, hold on. You are +3 attack.
Let's go.
That's scary. Okay, we're gonna have to... Where did your defense drops go? Oh no. Oh no. But basically, we had to eliminate one more person before, like, the rest of the people voted on who was gonna be the winner. And they voted me. They're like, yeah, we knew we couldn't beat you on one of the last challenges, so we had to vote you out. I was like, and keep in mind, everybody who was left was on my team to start. I was just like, I carried your asses all the way here, and this is my repayment. But it was a ton of fun. We were there for like almost 12 hours. It was it was a long day, but it was a ton of fun, and I got to hang out with a bunch of coworkers. Man, I just barely didn't kill here. You're gonna really wreck me. Please don't do it again, Skullcracker. I don't know how that didn't kill its +3 attack, but I should just be able to whack you once, and then I guess I just power thrust here. And that's Homo Flamo. I think that's Flamo? I'm gonna say Flamo because it sounds funnier. I also realize I haven't used Heisman at all this dungeon. Godly Blessing increases effects of recovery magic by 1.5 times. Wow, that's good. Okay, and all of the spirits disappear. They're all gone now. So we can now go back to the previous floor, level. That settles that then. Well done, everyone. The other imposters, there's an imposter among us, should now be gone as well. And something's angry. Is it the Dragon God? The ground's shaking. Is that an earthquake? No, I don't think so. I heard something. A roar echoing from beneath the very ground we stand on. A roar? So this Dragon God just can sense that all the humans have been cleared out then. Let's go back to the room with the mechanism, the one that was filled with humans. There we should be able to activate the lift that leads to the altar.
All right.
Okay, let's heal first. And I don't think I can... I don't think I can go anywhere else in this area. Yeah, this is just the part with the human. I guess that makes sense because if you could get to other parts of the dungeon, you could just skip that part. And I'm pretty sure that part with the humans is required. I don't know why it wouldn't be. But obviously you can see I've explored a lot and I'm still, at least I feel like, nowhere close to having the map filled out for all of the different floors in this dungeon. And I want to get in this little chunk because there's a treasure chest. No mimic, no mimic. But yeah, you do want to grab all these treasure chests and items because there's a lot of cool things here, which, you know, I feel like I've said plenty of. But now that these are all cleared out, I think I can, oh god, I think I can go ahead and get back here and get some of these items. And yeah.
It's all clear.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun with the survivor stuff, and it made me realize that I'm so thankful for my coworkers and how much I enjoy them. And I think that for me, that's one of the most important parts of having a job is enjoying the people that you're with. I guess to an extent, like being fulfilled with what you do. But if you have people you enjoy being around, well, June is ready for a nap. Well done. That lift connects to the altar. It should be in working order now. Okay. But I don't know, having people around you who you enjoy being with on a daily basis makes things a lot easier. You know, the day in, day out kind of grind makes things much more enjoyable for all of us. And I think it's important that we have those good social circles, including your family. You know, I know, you know, I'm fortunate to say that I have a very, I don't want to say like, I don't know, like close-knit family. We all love each other very much, but we're not connected at the hips, so to speak. But this says 3 on it, so let's take this ancient lift and head on down. What is this? It's all purpley.
So apparently,
this quake's more violent than the last. Looks like we're finally closing in on the Dragon God. Are we? You know, I've been thinking, could the Dragon God be responsible for the fall of this lost city? What are you saying? The Dragon God is not so wicked a deity as the one you describe. Can't well say she's wrong, though, can you? Didn't they originally discover Dracodios down here? That's true, but be that as it may, it doesn't mean...
No.
This is no place to consider such hypotheticals. There's no other way to tell if one is friend or foe than to meet face to face. I guess that's true. Ah...
There they are.
Look, are you gonna give me a name?
Just take it.
Homo Stormu! Yes, there are humans, more humans down here that are not just the ear boys. We've got a lot more to deal with. But, I don't know, I do appreciate all that my family has done for me, and there are aspects of them, like each member of my family that I do admire for for various different reasons. But I don't know, my family itself is kind of getting older and older. Like, I guess I'm in my late 20s at this point, and maybe I can whack you with my fan? I don't know, we're all kind of getting older, and I think my sister's probably on the way to starting a family with her now husband. I would assume that's... I don't want to speak for her, that's kind of weird, but I assume that's that's in the works for them. They seem to want kids and all that stuff, which is great, but I will leave them to that. They can do that, I will double it and give it to the next person. Nah. having kids is not for me. If it's for you, that's great. That's fantastic. But I've never been one to really want children, and it just took a while for me to realize that. I don't know why. What are you weak to? Weak to electric and slash for some reason. I don't know. It's just not something that I've ever really desired. And it took a while for me to recognize that, which I know is the same for a lot of other people. Ah, you've recovered from it. That sucks. That's okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm okay with kids once they, like, develop a personality, I guess, and they're not just, like loud blobs with needs. I don't know, I've learned that you can kind of just mess with them and they love it. But it's, I don't know, it's just, what can I do to you? I don't think I can do much. I don't know, I've just, you know, like, I love messing with kids, but I don't think I would want to raise one, right? Like, I would love to have a Ferrari, but I don't want to spend 18 years building one from scratch. If that makes sense, you know? I know, I don't know, some people might think that's a little, I don't know, selfish or, can I get this tooth? I did get the tooth. Some people might think that's a little selfish and, I don't know, it's weird. I guess I can ice blue dance here. I don't know. I've just never really desired it. But if you're somebody who does want that, you know, I think that's a great thing to have, and I'm not gonna be one to say don't have like, there's no real moral reason for me. I know some people have that reason, and I don't know. It's something I've just never desired, but I'm more than happy doing my thing that I've got going on right now, and of course, maybe that will change in the future, but for me, I just feel like I'm in such a good spot, and I'm not meant to be a dad, and that's okay. I will be happy doing all of these other things, and I think that's part of my own recognition of self-satisfaction and self-fulfillment, you know. And of course, the part of that is, oh God. Let me rephrase this. Part of growing up is realizing who you want to be and what parts of, like, your parents and your friends and your family and your mentors, those parts that you want to be like, and parts of those things that you don't want to be like. And not to say that my parents were horrible people, but there are parts of my parents where I'm just like, I don't really want to be like that. But I am definitely, ooh, okay, so Hulkenberg maxed out Commander. So I think I am going to go ahead and put her on General now, because that still uses the same weapon, and I should still get that MP boost as I go through this dungeon. And like, you can see that even though I, like, I've got, oh geez, I gotta find it. I think it was Shield Blessing, yes. And then I'll just do Blizza and Condera, I guess. I don't really know what else to do. I don't even know where I was going with that. Parents, right? Being bits and pieces of your parents, and I think for most of us, unless we had a particularly bad upbringing, we're probably going to be very similar to our parents in some capacity. And it's funny because, like, me and my sister are like, wait, I thought I saw. Oh, you're weak to, right, you're weak to the melee. Me and my sister are very similar to my mom and my dad, but in just very different ways. Like, like, for the most part, I'm very similar to my dad, except for, like, humor. My mom and me have very similar senses of humor, and then my dad and my sister have really similar senses of humor, which is weird. You think, like, that would be gender specific related. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but that's just the way it worked out. I don't understand it either. I guess I'll botch here. But I love my family. They're great. And I definitely feel like personality-wise, I'm closer to my dad, who is a wonderful man. I love him very much, but, like, goddamn, he may be the most oblivious person I've ever met in my life. And he's just kind of okay with that. Not in a bad way. He just is, I don't want to say blissfully unaware, but he's like unbothered by things. He's unbothered by a lot of things. You are definitely weak to fire, right? You're not, you have all ice skills. I want my money back. Okay. Maybe Pierce? You're weak to Pierce. Okay, that makes things easier. I can Kandera you. No, it didn't kill. That's fine. I don't want to say I'm blissfully unaware, but I feel like I'm generally unbothered by more things than not. I didn't get the kill. You're still stunned anyway. But, yeah. Can I? Oh, is this a Pierce weapon? This is a Pierce weapon. I don't know why this is a Pierce weapon. It also just looks super goofy, but it is what it is.
Great work, everyone.
Anyway, moving on. Oh god, this place is so big. The Dragon Temple. I'll be okay, but you can see that I am, even after everything, to strike. Even after everything, all of these battles where I have just kind of sped through them or whatever, all of these battles where, why am I only getting 2 MP? Oh, maybe that's, I know I have another MP restoration thing going on, so I get 9 for you. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I give it sure. 3 for Junah. I'm confused why I'm getting different amounts of MP back. That's kind of concerning. I also have everybody in the front, which is probably a dumb decision. I'm gonna get punished for that at some point. Why am I getting different amounts of MP back? I should have Shield Blessing on people, right? Yeah? What's the deal? Okay, I don't have it on you. I have it on you. Junah should have it as well. Huh. I am a little confused, but I'm doing really well on MP management right now, and I've got a bunch of good items. It's these splody pots. I've got a lot of MP restoration items. I've also got those meals that we cooked. I forgot what they were called. I can't remember the name off the top of my head because it's been a few days, but the items that we cooked prior to coming... It's a mimic, finally. I knew it was coming at some point. No! Okay. You're weak to light, so that's not a huge deal. Anyway, at least I have Hama on me, and I need to move to the back here. And then I think... Okay, I've always wondered if those...
I'm stepping back.
like the physical elemental damage skills. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. So like gold attack or the fire, I forgot what it's called, the fire physical skill that Commander gets. Are those affected by front and back rows? I don't remember off the top of my head, but we killed it, and I get Sumptuous Magla Feast. It fully restores MP. Ooh. There's what looks like to be an ancient stack of paper on the ground. The front page depicts some kind of chart.
Mayhaps.
These are ancient numerals. Perhaps it is a record of days. My best assumption is that this is an ancient calendar. Why does it break every 7 days? If indeed 'tis a calendar, the weeks should be separated by groups of 5 days. Perhaps their way of counting weeks is different to ours? Looking at this calendar, it would seem that the number of days in the year is the same. Yes! So they do acknowledge that. There's a thin disc on the ground, catching and reflecting light. Maybe it's an ancient mirror or something, but why the hole? It's got magla circuits embedded inside it. Perhaps it's a very ancient igniter? Look at the way it shimmers like a rainbow. And there's a hole in the middle. It's got some faint scratches on it too, like it was spun around. Perhaps it's a throwing weapon. Could this be the ancient assassin's tool spoken of my village? The fabled shuriken? No, it's just a CD. Yeah. And I get the advantage on the golden teeth, which should be plenty. Ice Blue Dance is probably fine. Oh, do I have an ice skill on Hulkenberg? That might have been just very stupid. I don't think these guys pose too much of a threat. Crit? No crit. It's okay. But obviously, so Draken Grace Shinjuku, we're coming across all these relics from our time. Do I have one for, do I have multi-target? No, I don't have a multi-target. No! These are basically the same thing. So we've got a CD, we've got a counter, and yes, they do schedule their weeks differently in the world of Metaphor. I've mentioned this before, but they do weeks of 5 days, and then obviously that would mean that there's extra time towards the end of the year. What they do in the world of Metaphor, Uchronia, whatever you want to call it, they add an extra week of 5 days to the end of the year. So like every month has 30 days? 30 days? Yes, 30 days. And then at the very end of the year, there's a week of 5 days that makes up for it. And that still ends up being the same amount. Obviously, we're not counting leap years or anything like that, but yeah, that's how they do their weeks, and it's actually something that could work for us in our world, but we don't do that. We have our stupid Gregorian calendar, which I don't like. I wish it were. Honestly, I think it would be cool if it were like the Metaphor calendar, where the weeks and months actually made some sense. But they don't, because why would that? Nothing we've ever invented makes sense. But obviously, World of Metaphor is a little bit different, and why am I not recovering as much MP as I should be? I don't know. I'm in the back, shit. Whatever. Oh, we recovered. I shouldn't have done that. I think I can still kill it, though. But, I don't know. Going through this, it makes me wonder, like, what stuff from, other than, like, microplastics or whatever, what stuff from our world would survive hundreds or thousands or whatever, how many years in the future after we're gone? You know, I'm not talking about, like, extinction of humans gone, but, like, I don't know. It makes you wonder, maybe, like, humans will, like, real world humans, not Metaphor humans, what would survive? You know? What, obviously buildings and stuff, but would, I don't know, would, like, artifacts of our social and political system stay intact? Would we be able, or I guess would whoever's around be able to construct together, like, what we thought? Kind of like how Yufa could tell that it was a calendar? I don't really know. I think it's hard to tell. And obviously we try to apply, like, modern logic to different, I don't know, archaeological finds, but how much of that is wrong? And you also think about, like, you know, fossils and stuff. Our reconstruction of fossils and ancient beasts or whatever, those are all based off of, like, current understanding of, I guess, biology, but how different would those look in real life? You know, obviously, like, Jurassic Park, probably not gonna happen anytime soon. Hopefully not, because that never ends well in the movies. But, like, what have we... Surely we've gotten something wrong along the way. There's an enemy here. Surely we've gotten something wrong in our, like, our reconstructions and whatnot, but what have we gotten right? And ow. Surely we've gotten something right and wrong, and what would future civilizations think of our world, and how different? I don't know. It's an interesting thought experiment, and I wonder. I don't know, I wonder about stuff like that, and how our society would be, I don't know, I guess, like, misinterpreted by future generations. Just some thoughts. Just something for you all to think about while you're listening to me, while you're, I don't know, doing laundry or cooking dinner or cleaning or something, I don't know. You're probably not, I wouldn't imagine anybody is sitting down and watching like 3 hours of some random dude go through the Dragon Temple. That would be, I mean, I would be flattered for sure, but I feel like there are better uses of your time. As much as I do, I don't know, I don't want to like toot my own horn or anything, but I think these series are more than anything just an interesting, I don't know, experiment, so to speak, where like, it's just kind of like a, well, nobody's done this yet, so might as well give it a shot. Might as well do it. That was kind of the purpose of the first one, where I don't think there were any like real-time playthroughs of Royal when I started that one. I think I found one of Golden, but that was about it. And at this point, I'm kind of committed to the bit. I see a red dot. Is that do I want to grind up some MP on this Melancholia crystal? I might try.
Hey, you found something.
I am, okay, so I can do this, but do I get one for each hit or kill? I think it has to be a kill. It has to be a kill. Okay, well, this is at least a little bit here and there. Nothing crazy, but I can grab these things. Oh, the red dots are the, oh God, I forgot about this section. This is the hallway of doom. Okay, I think I'm just gonna clear out the Melancholia crystals. I don't think I'm gonna spend too long grinding over here, just because, again, I've got a lot of good MP items that I can use. And that should be enough to really get me through the dungeon. I am less worried than I was at the start, partially because I think I'll be okay given everything that has happened recently and kind of how the combat has been going. You are not something that I can kill. Given how combat has gone and given how I haven't even had to switch to Heisme yet, and we're a good way through the dungeon, and I'm also up about, what, 30 MP from when I started, which is not an insignificant amount, but I also gotta not get killed by this lion that's chasing me. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I just really want to get started on this healer tree because I need Penpatra. I don't like playing healer, it's boring, but it's what I gotta do. Okay, let's deal with you first, and then I can go deal with the others. Oh, please. It's okay. So, what are you weak to? You're weak to strike attacks. Okay, I need to move to the back then. But yeah, I don't know, interesting. Like the sequel to Humanity. What would they think of the prequel? I don't know. I know that like sequels are kind of, it's weird because I feel like sequels have almost become contentious in a way. Like, we think of, even I feel like I'm guilty of this, where I think of like, whenever I see a sequel pop up, it's just like, oh, is this gonna be like something actually worthwhile, or is it just gonna be a quick cash grab or whatever? You're still stunned. I'll risk it. You somehow didn't wake up from all that. Whenever I see a sequel, I'm just like, well, is this gonna be like an actual thing? Is this gonna be like, I don't know, like a cash grab or whatever? But that's just, it's so sad. It's such a sad, I didn't mean to guard. It's such a sad way to think, right? Like, we've got these franchises that we love or whatever, and then we see a sequel and it's like, up, what are we gonna get? You know? But I hope that moving forward, that changes a little bit. I don't know. I don't want everything to be about the money. I think that's just such a, like a utilitarian way of thinking about stuff. Oh, okay, we're all maxed out on Pugilist. Hulkenberg is up to rank 5 on General. So what am I gonna put Strolly Boy on next? I mean, I guess Swordmaster would be. Oh, right, I need him. He needs to be on General for a little bit. I mean, I need to put Swordmaster up to level 20, so I'll do that. I would definitely want... What is it? Oh, I actually don't have that. This is awkward. So I don't have... What's it called?
All right.
I don't want you. Stop.
All right.
So I don't have Shield Blessing on Stroll because I didn't... I need Power Thrust. Shit. I guess I'll put Power Thrust.
All right.
That's probably the best play. Anyway, I completely lost my train of thought. Shit. I'm gonna miss this, aren't I? Please don't run away. God, I hate healers. I am just in so much pain right now. Please, have mercy. Please, It was the wrong one. Please let me run. Okay. Okay, this is fine. I'm focusing on the egg. Focus on the egg. It's a weakness anyway. Okay. Anyway. But, like, I don't know. It's just so sad to think that we become so pessimistic and utilitarian that sequels sometimes almost make us groan with disappointment because we know that it may just be going downhill or whatever. I feel like this is probably my best play for the Rising Slash, just because it's a multi-target. I don't know. There are definitely some games where I really wish they could get sequels. So this is the one weird retro game that I would be so excited to see come back, and that's Custom Robo. It's an old mech fighting game from... So there was one... I think there was a Japan only on the 64, and then there was one for DS, and there was one for GameCube. And I played both the DS and the GameCube ones, and I fucking loved them. They were so much fun, and it's just such a niche franchise, and like, nobody's ever heard of it except for... Okay, so in college, I was hanging out with two of my roommates, and one of them had a PC, and the two of us didn't. Me included. I didn't have one at that point. And he had downloaded Dolphin Emulator, and we were looking for games that we could all play. And so, like, Melee is obviously going to be one of them, and ooh, do I not have anything that I could hit? Yes, okay. So, like, Melee was one of them, Double Dash was another, and then I was like, you should download Custom Robo, and we can play it. It's multiplayer. And, like, neither one of them had heard of it. And then we booted it up, and, like, the intro sequence started, and I'll never forget this. I was so happy when this happened. One of my roommates was like, oh my god, this is the game! And we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, I played this when I was a kid, and I couldn't for the life of me remember what it was called. Like, it was such like a serendipitous moment that, oh, everybody's in the front, this is bad. And it's one of those where we all have that one thing that we remember, and we can't find it anymore. We can't remember what it was called, whether it's a show or a movie or a game. We're gonna retry this. We're gonna retry this. I'm not gonna use these. Wow, that went downhill so fast. I almost lost in one turn. That is a little scary. Do you resist everything? I guess you do. I'm gonna focus on the Homo Stormu, and oh, you're weak. These are both multi-target. Okay, never mind. I will focus on you. Wait. Oh, I don't have the... Wait. Oh, I don't have the right weapon on Hulkenberg. That is not what... I forgot. When you switch archetypes, automatically... Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I'm not regenning as much MP as I thought I would be. That would explain it a lot. Is this gonna kill? I don't think it is. It does because of the bird, okay. But yeah, I would love to see Custom Robo come through. It's kind of like a cartoony I mean, I would assume so. I haven't played this game. I think it's kind of like a cartoony version of like Armored Core, which I still need to play. I haven't played it yet. Weak to strike. I don't know what you're weak to. Sure. But I just had so much fun playing it. Both the like the GameCube and the DS version. And honestly, the GameCube version has things about it that really remind me of Metaphor in a way. Actually, even the Dragon Temple. There are parts of the Dragon Temple that remind me of the GameCube version of Custom Robo in terms of like, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it just on the off chance that you do end up playing it. I need you. Maybe that's why I wasn't regenning HP or MP very much. All right, well, now that we're through the hallway of pain, what is this floor called? The Moment of Epiphany? I feel like the Moment of Epiphany was when we walked down those stairs and saw the Shinjuku skyline, but hey, what do I know? Oh, that's a nice little shortcut that we've now connected. That will help. I'm gonna go ahead and fill out these paths just so that I have them.
There they are.
And yeah, there are a lot of humans down here. And you've kind of noticed that as we've gone through the Dragon Temple, there have been more and more and more and more humans showing up, and that is very, very much intentional. I mean, Atlas is pretty good at least I feel like, storytelling through, I don't have any single target slash skills. Storytelling through like the enemies and boss fights and things like that, which is yet another reason why I've kind of fallen in love with them as a developer. But yeah, I think, I think just a Stroll, my man. Oh my god, I should just use a skill. It's fine. We're not that low on health anyway. Yeah, okay, a little bit less. But yeah, I really admire Atlas's implicit and explicit storytelling in their games. And I don't know, I feel like for me, that's something that I think is so cool about games in general, because it is a medium that can do a lot of things that other mediums can't, like movies and TV shows and things like that, because of the natural interactivity of games. And I've said things like this before. The natural interactivity of games, it makes for interesting dynamics between the creator and the consumer, right? Okay, so I gotta not mess this up like I messed up the last one. There's a level of... how do I even want to describe this? There's almost like this level of mutual understanding between people who play games and the developers of like, hey, how can we work together to create a more interesting experience? Whereas, like, let's use movies as an example. It's very much one-sided, right? With games, like, not only do you have to create an experience that's interesting and enjoyable to just sit through, but also for somebody else to put input. You summon things? Oh my god. But you also have to take into account, like, it's an input and output, right? Whereas, like, developers, like, two people, okay. I'm trying to figure out how I want to explain this. Like, with movies, it's just like, the people who made the movie, it is their input, and then the movie itself is the output. Whereas with games, it's like, yes, you have that creator input, but then you also have the input of the players, and that drastically affects how it's received. It's a cool dynamic, and it allows for a lot of freedom in artistic expression within the industry. even though the industry is going through a little bit of a rough patch with all the layoffs and everything, which is a whole can of worms that we could open. And you know what? We're here. Does it say automatic Suku Kaja at the start of battle? Was it a gear? It is. Oh God. And endurance +2, agility +2. That's really good. I'll probably equip that on somebody at some point. Here's another little item. There's a cracked glassy slab on the ground. When I pick it up, I hear a strange noise. What was that sound? Is someone here? No. The sound definitely came from that little stick. It was like a roar, a landslide, manifold screams. Sheesh. You think it might be some kind of ancient device used to scare away animals? Hey, do it again.
It would seem that...
Unfortunately, it looks to be broken. I think that sound we heard was this death rattle.
Don't tell me.
What is this supposed to be? I thought it was a phone because it says a cracked glassy slab. When I picked it up, I heard a strange noise. There's like a roar, a landslide, manifold screams. Weird. I mean, I assume maybe it was like a power off sound. I don't know. I figured that was a phone, but I don't know. The sound thing is kind of throwing me for a loop. I don't think it would be like a whistle. I'm assuming it's a phone. Maybe it's just like a power off sound or whatever. But I don't know. Like, I am sad that the games industry, and this goes back to what I talked about, like the sequels and everything. It feels like it's been a very bad place to be the past couple of years, and really more than anybody, I just feel terrible for the developers, right? Like, it's an industry where people who get into it, like developers, they get into it because they love games. It's a passion-centric industry, and I feel like for the people at the top, it is not the same thing, and that has led to a lot of mismanagement within the industry, and a lot of really awful exploitation. And I really feel for developers, man. Like, they, especially over the past couple of years, really post-COVID, honestly, because there was the COVID boom, because everybody was home and they didn't want to go, like, well, not only did they not want to go outside, most of us couldn't go outside, so it's such a tragic thing. And because like higher ups know that the people who develop games do it because it's their passion, they inherently pay them less because they know they will take a lower paycheck to do something that they love to do. And it's so sad. It really is. I mean, just in general, the exploitation of workers or anybody in general is just tragic, you know? I wish this were a gentler world, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy Maria and Grius so much, is because Grius wanted to make a gentler world for Maria, and I don't know. I resonate with that thought and that, I don't know, automatic Rakukaja. That's, I don't know, ideal a lot. Here's another thing. It's a clear container on the ground. Must be some sort of ancient vessel.
Hey.
Oh wow, give it a touch. I thought it was a regular bottle, but it's soft. Squeezing it makes a little thuddy sound, and it dents. What is this material? It's not glass. A material that's soft but doesn't break immediately, and it's not fabric? These ancients sure were innovative. Sounds like it's like a squeezy plastic bottle, I would assume. But we're... can I get to the waypoint from here? We're gonna find out. Is this another... I don't think I actually can. Is this another hallway of doom? I hope not. Oh god, that hallway with all the humans with it was terrifying, to say the least, on my first playthrough. And I am actually doing a pretty good job of working my way through this floor. Like I said, I really want to get all of these items. I really want to see all these items because they are cool little interactions between the characters, and I don't want to miss those. I like showing off everything that a game has to offer, and it's not often just, I mean, going back to what the floor is named, the Moment of Epiphany, it feels like it is kind of like that with the characters, And things should start to click for you if you haven't kind of figured things out. I obviously had a lot of theories when I was running around the Dragon Temple in my own playthrough, and then maybe they will get confirmed or denied now, maybe they will get confirmed or denied later. We will find out, but as you can tell, you have plenty of time to think as we try to make our way to the altar. And this is a long dungeon, so you've got a lot of time to think. But, yeah, I don't know. The games industry is just in a sad spot, and I think that we recognize it because it is such a... I don't know. It is a very... Partially is because of, like, where we are. Like, obviously, I'm a gaming channel, so I'm gonna know about those types of things, but there's also gonna be other industries like that. Other, like, predatory or discriminatory or, I don't know, exploitative industries, other places that I don't know about because I can't know about anything. And I think that, what about no synthesis available for use? Okay. I think it's okay to not know things. Or like have opinions about stuff. I'm gonna recover HP on Stroll. I think it's okay to just not know things, and I think that for whatever reason, am I gonna die?
Someone get him back on his feet!
I think I'm gonna try this battle again. I need to heal Stroll. That was the biggest issue. I didn't realize he wasn't even all that low. But I think that, especially with like social media and stuff, it's very easy for us to feel like we have to form opinions and feel knowledgeable about everything, but humans were never made for that. We are not designed to know or have opinions or even like care about everything to some extent, and I think it's unhealthy to try to, like, and I think this goes back to like politics. Like it's okay to not have a political opinion about something, or to have very weak political opinions about a certain topic. I think that's okay, and I don't think you should feel pressured or feel desire to be. And this is not saying that you like shouldn't be informed or whatever. I didn't get the kill. You shouldn't be informed, or you should live in ignorant bliss, but like it's okay to not have everything figured out. Like it's okay. Like you didn't have everything figured out when you were a kid, and then you grew up, and it's fine. It's okay. All right, so we survived that fight somehow. It's okay. I keep pressing R1. It looks like most I'm gonna go back up and get that little room just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think there's like a modern day object in there. That's usually reserved for these rooms with the chest. But
I see the enemy.
There's more humans. But I could be wrong. I lost the target.
Right there.
Go for the egg.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Oh, there is. You can see the little green sparkle. That's, in case you couldn't tell, that's how you can tell the difference between them, is that the like the normal objects are blue, and then the objects for the dialogue, those are green. Green shinies. Green shinies and blue shinies. Please don't wake up from the stun. I still think that melee animation just looks so goofy. It just looks like they're flailing. But yeah, going back, I guess this is going way back to me just saying how much I admire and appreciate Atlas for their creativity and storytelling. And that's something that I wish, there's a great, I'm pretty sure it's by Yoko Taro. It would make sense. If you don't know who that is, he created Nier Automata. I wish more weird people would make names, because I played Nier, and if you haven't played it, it's a fantastic game, but it's for very specific people. Like, if you're somebody who, like, I guess if you're here watching this, it's probably made for you, but for people who, like, want just a very traditional AAA experience, it's absolutely not for you. It's a very weird game, but with that out of the way, let's go ahead and look at this. There's some weathered paper littering the ground. Sky, sundering wings, ground, a flame, sweep, hellfire. Capital, falls, city, envelop, mag. Should not surrender ourselves to fear. Pretty dark. You think it's a chronicle of the fall of the old world? It reads like a glimpse into hell.
Don't tell me.
That might not even be the worst of it. These skies sundering wings. Are those the dragons?
Well,
It would make sense. But yeah, like Yoko Taro said, the problem with the games industry is that not enough weird people make games, and I think that's kind of an interesting way to think about it, where, like, when you look at some of the most innovative people in the field, they're kind of weird people, sometimes stubborn. So I guess, like, a good example would be like Shigeru Miyamoto is, he has made some, like, questionable design choices in certain games. The biggest example that I can think of is, like, I know he was big in the development of Star Fox Zero, which was not a good game back in the Wii U days, but he's also, like, I don't need heavy slash damage. I'll do weak slash damage. You repel that. I'm so stupid. And I lose all of my turns. I hate this turn system. But, like, like, Miyamoto is, like, the face of the industry, like, let's be honest. And then, like, Yoko Taro, I love Nier. I thought it was a great game. It's very flawed in a variety of ways that I won't... could I get into? I don't really want to... I didn't mean... Oh, I forgot anxiety is weird. I'll say very vague things about Nier. I won't spoil anything, but basically, there are a bunch of different paths throughout the game, and my issue is that one of the paths is very boring, and it's... Sorry, trying to read the map. It's just not nearly as exciting as some of the others, so I wish that they would have made some changes for that. I might go ahead and switch Stroll out for Heisman a little bit, because Stroll's running out of MP, and I don't have Shield Blessing on him, which, I mean, I knew going in that I would probably swap them out. Those two don't, at least for me, let's do the egg first. Those two don't get a ton of use out of Wizard, I feel like, because I should have done that. They're generally more focused on physical attack. I guess for Heisman, he's more of a speedy boy. Do I think I can get... I think I can kill both of these. Nope. Not gonna kill the thing? I don't even know what that's called. I don't know, the peasant woman cooking eggs, I guess? Anyway, I do wish more weird people would make games. I will say, I don't want the industry to devolve into, like the fine arts world where... Stroll, buddy, you are fucking killing me. Where it kind of devolves into, like, the people at the top are kind of up their own asses, which I feel like for fine arts is kind of true, and I can say that because I was a part of the fine arts world for a while. I can tell you some people there are very up their own asses, which was one of the reasons why I decided to dip. But we've got another Imatech here, so this item better be worth it. Okay, what are you weak to? You're weak to light. I mean, I kind of know what I have to do here, because there aren't really many options. I have to just hit it, and then... I forgot to inherit gold attack. Okay, we're gonna improvise here. I think I'll be okay. Maybe, just maybe this kills. Ah, so close. Oh, I forgot it does this. Just kidding, it can't hit anything. Couldn't hit water if it fell out of a boat. What movie is that from? I think that's from Bull Durham. Oh god. My family just speaks in movie quotes. So that's when we say you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat, couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. There's no crying in baseball. That's another. We watch a lot of sports movies. Those are all baseball movies. Anyway, what do we get from this? We get magic +4 and prevents sleep. Fantastic. Of course you get that from an attack. What relic do we have here? There's a little metal tablet on the ground. Wonder if it's some kind of component to something. A nice rectangular metal card. By size, it's a plate key of some sort, but it couldn't be. It is thoroughly broken, but it also looks like it could be a part of something larger. Perhaps it's an ancient Magla key?
Real?
Hard to picture a little metal what's it like this being a key? I'd love to meet the people who designed and used these. Is that supposed to be like a credit card or a key card of some sort? I think now, if any time, would be a good time to swap out Stroll and Heismay. Yeah, that's probably good. Heismay is also the lowest level, so might as well give him some love. It's not like he's a bad character or anything. Does this get me back to the entrance? Yes, it does. I don't think there's gonna be anything in these hallways, but since I'm going through and basically killing everything, might as well cover all my bases. Yeah! Junah's Masked Dancer is up to level 17, so I don't know what I'm gonna switch her onto after I... Okay, just kidding. Wizard actually seemed use. I'm gonna move you to the front. Assassinate. One-hit kill, maybe? Let's go! It worked! Alright, well, I shouldn't have kept Heismay in the back for so long. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to do you like that. I'm an idiot. Anyway. Oh gosh, what else? I don't even know what to talk about at this point. I feel like I've run out of things to blab about, but I don't know. I've been enjoying this. I know I mentioned last time I recorded that I just been smiling the entire time playing through the dungeon, and I guess it's worn off a little bit at this point because, you know, it's been a couple days I've been recording, I've gone through it. It's kind of like mellowed out a little bit. I guess I've returned to baseline, so to speak, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because at some point you've got to come down from your high, and I don't know. We will get to better parts of today, and I know today's going to be a long episode. I'd like to get it done in... Assassinate? Does that always kill when they're weak and it's stunned? I wonder. I don't actually know, like, the mechanics behind that move very well, but... Can I get anything that's not resisted?
That should make this easy.
No. Okay, I'm just gonna hum on. But I seem to be doing really well on MP management right now, so that's good. And I guess the extra Kandera and Dark skills has been nice to have. And then, I don't know what I'm gonna put Junah on. I can't remember what that second tier Masked Dancer needs. I think it just needs Masked Dancer up to level 20. I may put her on Faker. Do I want to put her on Faker? So Faker's a weird class. I don't know if I've talked about Faker very much. Faker gets a lot of really weird skills. A lot of buffing and debuffing and a lot of jank stuff. Like it has a skill that like it just adds or removes turn icons. Just like randomly. Ooh, let's go ahead and pull the lever cronk. And this takes us back to the Hallway of Pain. And that, I guess... Oh, enemies respawn even... They respawn even if I kill them and stay on the same floor. Interesting. I guess since the floor is so large, it probably doesn't want to... Wait, they respawned here. Okay. I've already fought these guys. I'm just gonna run past them this time. I don't feel the need to fight them again, plus... Those two have been all over this floor. Can I go through here? I can. Oh. 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 A mural. It's a mural inscribed with archaic writing. Dragon God Et.
What this is?
It depicts the dragon god manifesting before the priestess. The dragon god normally dwells within Dracodios. but takes to its dragon form only when I, the priestess, lift it. Only when you will it? Oh, when she wills it. Ooh. Then how is it that the village comes to harm? Does he just pop out and go on a rampage when he's feeling antsy? It's my first time doing anything of the sort, and as such, I am uncertain. However, the dragon god is a protector deity. If we fulfill our duties well, he will come to our aid, I'm certain of it.
But
What do you mean by, well? Has the village lived up to these so-called duties? Edeni said it himself. The village took all of their fears and anxieties and burdened your shoulders with them.
say,
Yufa, what truly compels you to seek the path of self-sacrifice? Because it is my duty. Do you not have a choice? Indeed, so much has already been sacrificed, the priestess cannot simply refuse the call. I'm sure it's a matter of pride for you. You didn't take on this role lightly, but I cannot condone a course that may lead to you dying in vain. Given how much you seem to care about people, Yufa, you could really accomplish a lot if you didn't, die.
But then...
Okay, I want to go get these items first. This is awesome. Great scene, great moment. Let me get these items. Does this take us down to the...
If it's useful,
I feel like we've missed a floor, or at least missed some chunks. Head to the innermost altar. Is this the innermost altar? I know there's a Magla Hollow before the... I mean, there surely is a Magla Hollow before the boss fight. I may teleport around a little bit, try to figure out if I've missed things. Oh, another one. This is the Priestess and the Dragon God. It's inscribed here in archaic writing. It's the Priestess holding a lance and a dragon. So the lance is in the depths of this place. This image. Something about it doesn't sit right with me. On the left is the Dragon God. Would it not be facing the Priestess if it is meant to make a meal of her? There in the middle. Are those the inhabitants of the village?
Indeed.
They are. I interpret this as the people standing protected behind both the Dragon God and the Priestess. I don't know, it's almost like the Priestess is fighting with the dragon. Are priestesses really supposed to be sacrifices? Is the legend, well, correct?
See here.
But offerings have been made of the Priestess to the Dragon God for generations.
Might I ask you something? Why have you come to this island? For the lance, I know, but why risk your very lives for it?
Well, we've come this far in together. I suppose she deserves to know something, at least.
there is someone we aim to save, one who was ambushed in shadow, cursed to die. And the blackguard responsible for this cruelty now seeks our land's throne. If we are to thwart this tyrant, we must first ply him with power and favors. That is why we seek Dracodios.
So you do not bid for the throne for yourself? I had heard that the mainland's aspirants were all seeking relics for their own gain in the race.
But just so you know, we still meant that part about not wanting you to die.
Perhaps it was the same with my own parents. My mother and father served as the priestess and island chief before my time. They died in an accident out to sea, more than 10 years past. We knew they'd set sail to seek the dragon god, but we never knew why they made the journey at such a time, when no ritual was needed. To hear all of you now, I think I might understand. Perhaps your aims are not so different from theirs.
They sought to question the ritual itself, whether these sacrifices held any meaning. That way, they might protect their dear daughter. Is that it?
Yet there are those in the village who will not suffer any doubt in the dragon god's ways. My brother left for the mainland, claiming he'd change us for the better.
Your parents were not alone in their love for you. There are others on the island who would see you live.
And truly, I'm grateful. But as a priestess, even surrounded by such chaos and despair, I have already known such joy and freedom. To me, offering my life is no sacrifice. Those born into blessing must give back in turn. Such a duty is no more than simple common sense. It is the only way to live.
Well, that settles it. I'm getting you out of here. Deal with it.
Wait, but did you not hear a word I just said?
Oh, we heard. But fools like us rarely listen.
Let's go!
That's a great conversation. I think this actually might be the end of the temple. I could have sworn... Yeah, there's a lot more for us to explore. Oh, wait, what? Why is there a thing there? Yeah, that's the boss. I missed a lot. What did I miss? I'm so confused. Okay. So I'm actually gonna go and let me talk to my crew here.
Finally.
We're almost to the altar. Soon I may fulfill my sacred duty. Not too hastily now. We must first ascertain whatever is causing the dragon god's wrath. Too right, my good lady. A dragon god from inside of a lance just shows up all by his lonesome? Find that one a little hard to believe myself. That is true, but still. Well, whatever got this dragon god seeing red, I hope we can put a stop to it. And I bet we will if we head to the altar. Once we're ready, let's continue on. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a record. Let's go ahead and make a record there. We should be 40 hours in. Yes? Yep, 40 hours. So that means we're probably around the halfway point at this time. I think it took me about 80 hours to beat Metaphor on my first go around. Oh, wow. There's really only 2 Maglols. Oh, hell. Oh, God. Right, this is why this dungeon is so tricky. Okay. I think I'm gonna run around and then... How do I get... I don't know how to get anywhere, I'm not gonna lie. Where am I? I'm guessing one of the stairways is probably the way to go. I feel like I haven't gone up and down very many stairs. No, that's the entrance. Maybe left-hand side? I think I'm gonna run around, and then whenever I figure out where the hell I'm going, I will cut back. Oh, okay. So I'll go... I guess I'll go ahead and show on the map. That was like 30 whole seconds. So I'm on the bottom left-hand corner of the first floor. I go down, and then there's a chest just chilling here, waiting for us. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything else here because unless there's a secret tunnel, which I don't think there is here. Are you a mimic? No. Yes, you are. Oh, I don't have gold attack on anybody. That's fine, I think. I can't use any of those. Okay, well, that's... I think I can still kill here fine. Probably. I should be good. I got Homo on. That does extra damage, and I get an extra turn. Kandera. And then Kandera again. And then... Nah, I didn't get the kill. Ah, I thought I had one more turn. Don't kill me. Don't. No. No. Don't. No, you just stole 32,000. I just lost 60,000 Reeve. Just in one turn. This is horseshit. Just because I don't have goal attack. I lost so much money. I'll never financially recover from this. At least give me something good.
This is amazing.
That's fine-ish. I mean, good for some specific fights. Okay, oh god, there's so many enemies. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, now I am on the bottom right corner, back on the first floor. I'm gonna go down. I think this will take me to that area that I need to explore a little bit. Yes, okay. I don't know how I made it through basically the whole dungeon without needing to really go through here at all. It doesn't happen very often. I feel like for the most part you typically need to go through at least all of, I don't want to say all of the dungeon, but a large majority of it just to, like, you know, complete it. I don't know why this floor is basically all optional, but we took out those flowers, no problem. I don't know. Granted, I enjoy it when developers like Alice throw in a lot of fun optional content. Why is there just a little thing right here? There's got to be something here, right? Yeah, just a high-level enemy. You're weak to strike, though, so that helps. I love it when they do optional stuff. Even, like, optional dungeons, I think, are a lot of fun. Maybe? No, that's okay. I think it's interesting when they do that. Like, I know that the Zelda series will do like optional dungeons every now and then. Like just off the top of my head, I know that in Ocarina of Time, I wonder what it's gonna be like in the remake. In Ocarina of Time, the Gerudo Training Grounds is optional, and you get the ice arrows from that. In like, oh right, I'm on a wizard with you. You've got like they're in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. They're like 100 floor challenges that give you extras towards the end. I'm trying to think of other things. Obviously, like all of the Atlas games have like optional super bosses, which are typically a ton of fun. I feel like I'm not doing very much damage. I can't use synthesis. I should probably. Oh. I will whack you just so I get one more turn, and then I can go ahead and heal up. I'm not doing nearly enough damage, but I need to heal. That's the important thing. But yeah, I think it's fun when they do these optional things, and I wish more developers would do that. Even just like a fun little challenge, good miss. Even just like a fun little optional challenge here or there, or even like difficulty options would be much appreciated in a lot of different games. At least that's my opinion of it. This is probably best. I mean, the misses have been nice, and why do I feel like this enemy is just so much stronger than everything else? Oh, this has gotta be a reference, right? Is there just a strong enemy here in the game that this references? You could miss, that'd be great. If you could miss, that'd be great. Why didn't you miss any of those? Are you -3? I think you're -3. Well, regardless. There are... I feel like Metaphor is... Part of it is fun because you... It's... How do I explain this? It's fan service in like the best possible way. Right? Like, it's not, hey, boobs fan service. It's, hey, look at all these fun times that you used to have. Is there really nothing here? There's fucking nothing here. God damn it. I don't know. This is the best type of fan service. I feel like Xenoblade 3 did a really good job of this. If you've played it, I can't go anywhere here because the other part's locked off. Shit. It's blocked off with a lever and a wall. I'll be back. And we're gonna try the top right-hand corner, see if this helps. It should go to the same floor. I don't know why it wouldn't. Okay, we actually have some new stuff right here. We have not been here at all.
There they are.
I guess maybe it would have just been too much for us to explore the entirety of the Dragon Temple by force? I don't know. So I can use this to get through. There's also an item up towards the top a little bit that I need to grab. Please don't be another high-level enemy. Yay! I can just whack you. Get out of here, test a snake. I don't know why they have balls on their face. I think that's really weird. Usually, Atlas, enemy designs are pretty top-notch. Some of the ones in Metaphor are a little weird. Personally, I really like how the humans look in this game. Just very like monstrous abominations, which is something that I feel like we don't... Something like that is not super common. Maybe more like in the Dark Souls series, I can see them doing that. So this is gonna sound weird. I tried Dark Souls 3 way back when. I honestly didn't really like it. Granted, that was in college, so that was probably 10 years ago. Maybe my opinions have changed. I don't know, it just wasn't... And it wasn't in like, I wasn't frustrated by the difficulty, the combat didn't vibe with me very much, which is weird. I don't understand why, but I just never vibed with it. It was never really my thing, which I know a ton of people really love the Dark Souls series, and I understand why. Like, can I just not get there? I can't get there. there's a lot of reward and satisfaction that comes from finally defeating a hard boss, and I think you can agree with that no matter what genre of game you play. You asshole. No matter what genre you play, and I don't know, it's just something about it. But that little part right there where the fucking flower was just waiting for you, reminds me so much of so in Destiny 1, there's an expansion called The Taken King, which added an entirely new enemy faction called the Taken. And there was a certain type of Taken called a Phalanx, which it was brand new for the expansion. And what it would do is it had a giant shield, and it would push you. It would push you back super far. And I remember there's like a level super early into the expansion. It might have been the very first one where you're like jumping your way up these platforms along the outside of a tower, and you jump on one, and there's a door, and on the inside there's just a Taken Phalanx, and it puts up its shield, and it just yeets you off the edge. And there's a ton of really funny reactions to people first experiencing that, because nobody was ready for it, because it was something that nobody had ever experienced. Even I'm pretty sure everybody was caught off guard by it. But moments like those are really memorable, where in like a low stakes environment, the developers just kind of messing with you is really fun. And it shows that, hey, there are humans who made this game, and they have a fun sense of humor. Why are there human tracks right here? That kind of worries me. Mimic? No. Okay, we're rolling. This is a chef's mitts. I don't know. It prevents burns. Like I said, it's fun when developers show that, hey, they're human. This is I'm gonna swap highs my back off for Stroll, because I know this thing is weak to strike damage, and Stroll has some strike skills that I'm going to want to take advantage of. And I don't want to... You really recovered already? I really don't want to have to take a ton of time to go through these optional tidbits, but considering how big these areas are, I don't really think I have a better option. Also, I haven't really shown this, but that shelter formation on what's-her-face Hulkenberg is actually really strong for general, because it moves everybody to the back. So let's say you've got a bunch of physical attackers, like I've got Stroll up in the front. What I can do is I can actually, even if I don't get an extra turn, I can have him do physical attacks from the front, and since Hulkenberg is so much slower, I can use shelter formation and pull him to the back before the enemy can move, and then he'll take less damage. And since I've got, what's-his-face, Barden leveled up, one of his, not confidant, follower skills gives you a lot more defense if everybody's in the back, so that actually works out really well. That complements him, and this should kill. Yeah, okay. Good, because I was kind of running low on health there, and I was getting a little too unga-bunga aggressive on that fight. But I'll go ahead and put Heisman back in. He hasn't stopped. What do I do? What do I do? No, what? There we go. I didn't know what button to press. I completely lost my train of thought there, but yeah, shelter formation is really good. There's also another one, I think it's called Vigor Formation, Formation of Vigor. It's basically the same. It's basically the same thing but reversed. So you move everybody to the front and give plus attack, rather than moving everybody back and giving plus defense. They're cool skills, and General is a pretty good utility class. It's not going to be doing a ton of damage. You know, it's not like a pugilist or anything. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. We've got some interesting classes coming up that we'll unlock, and there are just so many options in this game that I appreciate. I like it when... I've said this... Yeah, let's go here. I love it when developers kind of just let you break their games. I think it makes for a lot of fun. Okay. This is an area where you are opening and closing doors as you go. So you'll pull a lever, it will open a door, and it will also close other ones. So you're basically kind of, I don't know, almost puzzle piecing your way through the area. For whatever reason, that one was only one little bit, and I am kind of surprised there's not another Magla Hollow somewhere. I would really, there's got to be a way for me. Do I have any? Now would probably be a good time to start using synthesis skills. I really don't use synthesis skills as much as I realistically should. I guess it's something that I'm so used to just pressing triangle and going to my skill list in normal combat that I feel like I kind of forget about it when I shouldn't. And I'm trying to just beef up Will here so that he's not quite as much of a glass cannon as he is right now, because it's nice that I don't get a game over when the protagonist dies, but also I don't want him being super squishy, because once we start getting to enemies that have multi-target skills, even if he is in the bag, they're gonna do a lot of damage to everybody, and I can one-shot you guys now. I don't want to have to deal with that. It's nice to not have to worry about that. There's another one, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. Okay, where else have I not explored? Where does this take me? Does this... Where? Oh, that leads down? Where does this go? Was this... Is this the floor with the hallway of pain? Oh. Huh? What? There's a whole ass another floor to explore? How did I just... Did I go from 6 to 9? 6 to 8? How did I just miss so much? That's so crazy. There's so many floors here you just don't have to explore. I'm gonna explore all of them because all the enemies respawn. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna explore all of these because why not? Obviously, with me now doing timestamps, you can feel free to skip to whatever part you want. So don't feel like you have to watch all this. I guess. Oh, this probably would have been a lot more entertaining when the ear humans were here. But now, since I've gotten rid of them, I don't really have to worry about them. Although I don't really understand why we didn't have to go through here. Did I like skip something? I mean, that we got to the Magla Hollow right before the boss, because it had like the creepy billowy smoke. So I don't know. Did I just... Maybe it wasn't the boss, but it looked different? I'm so confused.
That'll do it.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna assume that I just... I could have sworn that most of the Dragon Temple was required. Maybe once we go down there, there's like an extra lock or something that we missed? This is so bizarre. I'm so desperately trying to... This is not the area that I thought it was. What? Huh. What do I do? I'll be... You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Ariadne's thread. And then I'm going to go to that Magla... This better take me back to this fucking Magla Hollow. I'm gonna go back to that Magla Hollow.
Well...
I will remain here. Oh, okay. So she stays here for obvious reasons.
What do you think?
That's an interesting thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and check this. I don't think this would be... I guess this is the boss? Why would they make like 2 whole ass floors just completely optional? That seems bizarre to me. So let's make a record. And then... Come on, game. Save. And then I'm gonna resume exploring. I'm gonna go... Are they gonna tell me that the Dragon God is here? I mean, this really looks like a lead up to a boss, right?
The deepest part of the temple lies just ahead. It is the altar of the 12, where the Dragon God Et slumbers.
What is this really sinister voice? There's unquestionably something totally not good back there. This magla. It feels like that of a normal dragon, but somewhat different. What is this?
Well, that's why we're here. Let's go.
Okay,
I don't like this.
so that's definitely the boss. So I guess I just have 2 whole ass floors that I need to just explore? That's crazy. Okay. If someone has made it this far into the video, can you please, like, I don't know, double check my math or something? There's no other elevators here. Okay, I'm gonna go to the elevator that's over here, I mean, I don't really have another choice, and then go back up. If somebody has made it this far and you're in the comments and you know what the hell is going on, can you tell me if I just, like, completely did this wrong? Were you supposed to do the other floors first and I just didn't? I, like, went a different direction or something? I don't really know what happened. Can I go down this one? Okay, this is 4. Where does 4 take me? Because we were on 3. 3 took me to the thing. This takes me to this floor. And I can't go anywhere else, right? Okay, I'm gonna roam around. I'm gonna figure out what happened, and then I'll cut back. Okay, so I'm here on the first floor. I'm basically by the Magma Hollow. I'm gonna take this elevator called 1, and this will take me to a new area that I haven't been to yet. I don't think it was... It was not a new floor. Yeah, Ghost Town of Dreams. I've been here before. Oh, I can kill you in overworld combat now. Okay, that's gonna speed things up a lot, thankfully. Can I kill you guys in overworld? I can, okay. So basically everything is gonna be weak to me now, which means I'm definitely overleveled, but I've also been here for... I've been in the temple for like 4 hours or something at this point, so
There they are.
Oh, no!
Brace yourselves.
Why did I open my fat mouth? Why did I open my fat mouth? Why did I open my 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 mouth? Why? Why did I open my mouth? Okay. At least I know what you're weak to. I wrote that down. I need to run. No, please. Don't be like this game. Shit. Please. Okay, I gotta miss. Please. No, don't do this. Okay, Heisme, you're a speedy boy. You're a speedy boy. I need you to run. Okay. Okay, we're in good shape. Okay, so it's weak to Pierce and Wind. So I've at least got that going for me. I should have enough skills to take care of that. Yes, I think I'll be alright. Having 2 wind skills is really, really helpful. Let's Icy Strike you. That did... You're in the back. Okay, so I definitely need to get rid of the Testa Snake. And then... Syorko... I think I kill here? No. You're still stunned, though, so that's not a big deal. And then Blizza you. Okay, we're in better shape. I don't know why this enemy is here. It seems odd that I could kill... the other things, no problem, and then I get here and it's just randomly a super high level enemy. Even though I'm over leveled, but this isn't at the lowest point in the dungeon. The Dragon Temple is set up really weirdly. Really, once you get to Drakengray Shinjuku, it's a little weird. The first chunk where you're like in what seems like just a normal ass temple makes sense, but then you start getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and things get weirder and weirder and weirder, which, I mean, I guess that makes sense, and it's a cool moment and everything. Melancholia. Okay, I'm gonna switch back onto Wizard for Will, just so I can get a little bit more MP Might as well. No reason, no harm. It's fine. Just get a few points here or there, even though I'm in good shape. If you ever do need to, you can just let these things spawn infinitely and you can get your MP back to max. No reason not to. I mean, it takes forever and I don't feel like doing that on, well, I guess in hindsight I could just cut it out, but I don't feel like sitting here and mashing A for 20 minutes because that's the wrong class. I'm fucking losing my mind. I've been recording for an hour and a half at this point. That's not like insanely long, but I guess also there's only been like one time, I think, where there's been dialogue, like voice acted stuff, so it hasn't been much of a break. Golden gauntlets. Does that allow me to lift massive Silder boulders? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I usually record around an hour and a half or so because that seems to be like the sweet spot of getting a ton of stuff done, but also like not getting to the point where I'm like delirious, which has happened in the past. There've been a few here or there where, like if it's a long Tartarus run or if it's like one of the royal dungeons, where I get to a point where I'm like, I'm well over halfway, but I also don't want to just stop, but also it's going to be a while longer, and then I end up recording for like 2.5, 3 hours, and I am fucking losing my mind at that point. It is quite an adventure when you do that, but it's fine, it's fine. I've done dumber things in my life. I will probably continue to do dumber things. I mean, oh, you've got a lever here. Can I go this way? I'm gonna try to explore as much. Right there. Yeah. I don't know. I've had dumb things happen to me. I have done dumb things like it. So, in case you couldn't tell, I'm not exactly like the most social or socially adept or like I stereotypically popular person in the world. But my friends thought it would be hilarious if they nominated me for homecoming court in high school, and I was actually not there the day they made the announcements, so they were really excited to see my reaction, and then they didn't get any of it, and then I had to be on homecoming court, and I hated every minute of it. I was like, if you guys nominated me, you better fucking make sure that I win. And then I didn't win anything. And I just went and felt awkward. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why. It's not like I'm somebody who dislikes attention, right? Like I'm not somebody who like gets nervous in front of a crowd or whatever. I was just like, why? This is not a me thing to do. Why would you do this? I don't know. Obviously, as somebody who was an athlete and a musician, I have no problem like being in front. Ooh, what do we have? There's some weathered paper on the ground. Too late. Regrets. Shit, I'm on auto. Future no more. Slumbered in lance, someday in rightful hands. Do they refer to Dracadios? It would seem this record is genuine in its old age. But whose are the rightful hands? The Mustari? Our teachings describe Dracadios as having been passed down since ancient times. However, I am uncertain that the rightful hands are indeed the Mustaris.
Don't tell me.
Then who is it? I hate to even voice this, but could Dracadios be connected? I would assume so, Stroll, thank you. It's also weird to be going through this area without any of the, like, the human ear things, because you can see all of these different paths where they're supposed to be, and then they're just not. I'm not going to worry about getting extra MP. I don't think there's really a reason to at this point, because obviously a lot of things are just straight up dying to me, so let's just take these things out while we're here. Come on, team. There we go. Is this another one? Yes, it is. There's a glass bracelet on the ground. Huh, it's got little needles inside. Used for assassinations, surely. Those needles may be poison-tipped. But the face is adorned with ancient numerals. The needles seem to be pointing... Oh, it's a watch!
Somehow.
Seems there's some trick to it. Perhaps these needles moved once upon a time?
I see.
Yeah, it's a watch. I love this. I love these cool little dialogues where they're trying to figure out what this, like, modern piece of tech is. I thought this was gonna be another one. Nope, just a normal item, Magla injection. I'm getting all of these Magla items and I'm just not needing them, which makes me... You... Come on. You should be weak to wind, so I should have no problem getting this one. And... Can I assassinate you? Nope. That's okay. Cyclone, and then that does so much damage. And then Cyclo, this should kill, yeah. But anyway, I feel like I'm not somebody who, like, stresses under attention, but I don't know. Obviously, I don't have, like, the whole world's eyes upon me. I'm not, like, a famous actor or anything, but I don't know. What would be... I love the question of, like, what would you do if you, like, could... It's, like, basically have the whole world's attention, or, like, could speak into a microphone and, like, the whole world would hear you. I don't know what I would say. I feel like I would have to try to say something funny or goofy because there's no way anybody would, like, take me seriously, nor would it really have any impact on, like, the world around me. I don't know. I don't know what I would say, and I think that... you recovered, you jerk! Why would you do that? I don't know. I don't think there's anything you could really, realistically do that would change things all that much. And I also just completely screwed that up because I'm in the back with both of my characters. Okay. Ugh. I don't think there's anything you could realistically say that would change the way things are. Which, I don't know, maybe, I feel like I'm bringing this topic up a lot. Maybe it's because of the nature of this game, where obviously the theme of metaphor is utopia. One of the themes of metaphor is utopia. And I guess it's just on my mind a little bit more since, I don't know, it's part of the game, but like, how would each person go about changing the world in their own way? And I think part of that comes down from our own perspective on everything, and that obviously comes down to upbringing and stuff and where we live and all the stupid stuff like that. But like, I don't know, if you could change the world in one way, what would you do? How would you do it? Things like that. And I kind of briefly touched on this, but I wish the world were a little bit more of a gentler place and one that's, I don't know, kinder and more empathetic. I think that would solve a lot of issues. Would it create a utopia? Absolutely not. You know, I don't think it's realistic to think that we can do that. I think that's a little arrogant in a way because humans are inherently so different from each other. And there was definitely supposed to be an ear here and it just didn't, it's just not here. Because this was supposed to be like a really fun sequence where you have to figure out how to get around it and not get trapped in a room with a closing door, with a closing garage door with a human, and it's just not here. And I distinctly remember having to do that, and I don't know why I don't have to do that anymore. Maybe I just picked a different path or whatever. Let me get this orc real quick. Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be a great starting point, and everybody has their own different ideas of like what utopia means to them, and you know, it's never gonna be perfect, but I think as long as we are, you really recovered from that. As long as we are slowly working towards trying to make the world a better place for everybody, not just like yourself or a group of people, I think that's at least, that's all we can do for right now. You know, every human is gonna have their own idea of what they want, and I don't think I'm gonna get this one. Please. No, just barely. At least it only gets to attack once. It's okay. But, I mean, I've got my own views. You guys have your own views, and hopefully through mutual discussion and coming together, we can make that work. And I think the good thing is that we can borrow ideas from other people, just like how we can borrow games from well, I guess we can't really borrow games from each other anymore because PlayStation has announced that they are getting rid of physical discs, which is just insane to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand where it's coming from as a business decision, It's just something that I didn't think I would see in my life. Seeing physical discs for consoles go poof, gone. That's something that does worry me to some extent because I feel like I don't really like the disappearance of physical media. I very much like owning my stuff and that I have paid for and spent my own money on. But at the same time, like, you can make the argument that it's just creating more waste and more consumption, which on one hand I get. I'm not really much for secondhand stuff. I like buying stuff for myself, and that is my thing. Which, again, might be me being just a wonderful little consumer. So this is a ghost town of dreams. It looks like everything has been explored here, as I talk about, I don't know, overconsumption or whatever, which is something that I haven't really thought about, if I'm being honest. Where are we now? Okay, so I do need to explore more of this floor. What is this area? Why are there a million snakes here? Oh, it's not just snakes. Tree, boom pots, what else? Another boom pot. Plant monster from Jumanji, I don't know. Man, Jumanji, that's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. But yeah, I'm not much of a secondhand type of person. Maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe I should put more work into like trying to, I don't know, reduce my footprint or whatever. I need strike skills. I got no strike skills here. Cyclone? It's probably my best bet. That's a heavy damage skill. I don't know. I know that's something that is on certain people's minds, but it has never been something that I have really taken. Or I bought a lot of used games growing up because, I mean, my parents were paying for it, and it's not really my option at that point. There was a fun little used game store near me that I would go to, and that was great. And it's fun until you get to a point where they just end up with junk. And it sucks because, like, when you're young, it's exciting, and then you get older, and it's like, well, there's not really anything here anymore because everybody buys the good stuff, and then nobody else buys anything else. It is just a little sad, to some extent. Sure, I don't really know what to do here. That did 428. That was not really worth it. Assassinate! Didn't kill. Please, maybe? No, okay. Well, I think I'll be okay here. I'll definitely be okay because I have ice dodge. And yeah, we're in good shape. But yeah, those used stores are fun for a while, and then I feel like I see all that I can see with them. But I haven't bought used games in, God, a long time. It has been a hot minute since I bought a used game. Which is not to say that they're bad, and they're definitely for other people, but for me, you know, like I said, I like buying stuff for me specifically, and it is also a little bit like I do feel like I want to support developers a little bit, and by buying new games, that money does go to them. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to not have to buy used games if I want to play things. Oh, hell. Come on. Can I die in Overworld? In Overworld combat? Is that a thing? Where am I? I'm down there. Okay. I've actually never gotten to that point. I bet you probably can't. I don't think they would allow that. It probably just takes you down to 1 HP and then you go into combat. I don't know. I don't know if they would add that in, because I imagine you would have to... Oh. I imagine you have to code it in so that you can, in fact, die in overworld combat. I need to go back down and get that area all filled out. I will probably Google the maps of these areas just to make sure I didn't miss anything, because I don't want to spend all of this time going through these areas just to not have something filled out, because I'm committed at this point. Oh, you guys are just running around. Yeah! I think there was a chest up here. No, it's the other one. That's okay, there's an item. Green item, yay! What is this? There's moss growing all over this iron slab. Wonder what this long, thin tube on the end is. What do you suppose this pipe is for? Look inside, it's empty. It appears to have a trigger, perhaps an arrow issued forth from the tip.
Oh, yeah?
So it's like an ancient crossbow? Man, it just seems so cumbersome. I mean, I assume it's a gun, right? It says it's a slab of iron and there's a tube at the end. That seems to make the most sense.
Right there.
Bop!
That was neat.
I feel like my voice is starting to go a little bit. Again, there hasn't been any time for me to like drink water or anything.
Would sure.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Star Mask. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to whack the microphone there. There's an area up north that I need to go to. Can I get there from here? It does not look like I can. So, I've already explored there too. That sucks. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and, oh, wait, can I? No. I'll go ahead and cut to when I get there, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are on this upper path over here. I have finally made it through tons of enemies and kind of figured my way through this godforsaken dungeon. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We have boss fights and shit afterwards, but we can figure that out once we get there. Please don't be a mimic. Okay. I think this is probably last chest. Fire Mist Katana. It gives fire affinity to normal weapons. And then I've got that last little glowy bit there. And I gotta just loop around.
Right there.
I don't really feel like fighting you. It's fine. I've already fought a million of you. I do wish there was a little bit more enemy variety with like the actual combat enemies, but can't have everything. What is this? Last thing, weathered paper. The die is cast. None can stop. Calamity shrouded. Land, city, sank. Depths of the earth. So the calamity, as they call it, is what caused this city to sink underground. This is really getting me wondering about this calamity. Doesn't it almost seem like some sort of natural disaster? I don't know if I'd call it natural. Hard to be sure, though. Okay. That appears to be the entirety of the Dragon Temple. Looted, everything seems to be filled out on the map. So I am going to Ariadne's Thread.
All right.
And then we're going to go back to that Magla Hollow that is right before the boss room. There's seriously only 2 Magla Hollows in this entire dungeon. That's insane. God, they really had the balls to do that. Well, I think I'm actually going to wait to take on the boss another day because my voice is really starting to go, and I don't want to be talking like this during the boss fight because that'd be very anticlimactic. So I'm going to go ahead and save, double check the map that I did everything, and I will see you guys in a second. All right, here we are. I'm going to resume my exploration, and obviously we've got a big fight coming up. So I will say that the guide that I'm using tells you to grind to like 735,000 Reeve. I ain't fucking doing that. That's way too much. There's some expensive items coming up. They're really good, but you don't absolutely need them. I'm doing fine as is. I'm over leveled, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But as you can tell, we've got a big boss fight coming up. Probably a dragon, as everybody has been hinting at. We haven't actually seen any dragons, but we've seen a lot of murals of them, and things are weird right now. We don't exactly know what's going on with the ritual and with the dragon and with the priestess, so I guess the only way we can really figure this out is to go on in. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Yes, the dragon god Et awaits us. In we go. Oh, I thought there was going to be a cutscene. Well, we can see something up there that sure looks like the wings of a dragon. Yeah, it's definitely a dragon. Oh boy. We've only encountered one dragon so far, and it was a nice little challenge early in the game. But this is much more of a setup and is much more grand and ominous and mysterious.
No! It can't be!
Oh, hell. There was a dragon after all!
I thought this thing needed a priestess to summon it.
Is that the lance?
We are in no condition to claim it. Fire and flame! Has even the dragon god succumbed to melancholia?
No. I think this is something worse. Look! On its back!
Something clings to it. A human. Is that the fiend behind this chaos?
That's the worst double act I've ever seen.
Look at its eyes, its mouth, like it's shielding itself, or like it refuses to confront anything, or almost like...
Yufa, get back! We've got bigger problems than the ritual! This thing wants to eat us!
You would fight our god!
What can we do but defend ourselves?
Yufa!
I'm...
Look out!
What can I do? You would have me abandon this end. You would send me away to live my life. But how? How can I? This is all I have. Please. You can't take my purpose away from me.
I must apologize. I was wrong to assume. I was quick to judge. But your rites are not acts of barbarism. Yours is a proud heart. But still, see the truth. Is this your god? A god who demands martyrs, who desires tragedy. Is that truly a god worthy of your devotion and faith? Arise now, priestess! Have you come here only to be saved? Or will you find purpose beyond death, to stand and fight as a savior?
I want to!
O Lodestar, ye torn maiden of faith, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
I love that island. I love the smell of its verdant flora. But what I love more than anything is its people. Their words may be coarse, but their hearts are true. I must save them. Please!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken!
If I cannot save them in death, then I swear I'll protect them with my life!
All of you! Let me fight by your side!
Okay, we got a simple party. Obviously, we're using Yufa and Will because we have to. Hell, I don't know. I'll do Hulkenberg and Heismay. Sure, let's do this.
Yufa? You can fight?
And that power!
I found my answer. I offer my life in battle, not in sacrifice.
Then we fight as a team!
That thing on its back! That's the human possessing it, right?
Yes, it must be. If we strike at the human precisely, we may be able to separate them. Everyone, you need not hold back. We fight to save the dragon god, Et. And I shall fight with all I am.
We're not sacrificing.
Yes, okay. This is Summoner. This is Yufa's archetype. These are very strong skills and they are very MP consuming, so let's go ahead and use this first one. Her skills have a long windup and a long cooldown, so just be aware of that. We have to defeat, defeat the monster possessing the dragon god Et. It is weak to wind, which is nice because I have wind skills. I'm in the front, that's not good. Yes, Yufa, this is weird. I really didn't appreciate Yufa's awakening and story, honestly, until seeing that scene again. It's so good, and relating the Mustari and their masks to this human about them hiding their fears and insecurities and anxieties. It's very, very, very well done, and I really, really love it. And I will talk a little bit more about Yufa as we go through this fight. It doesn't look like there's any dialogue, but yeah, and her struggling because she thinks that her death is her only purpose here, because that's the only way that she can save her people. And then she says, if I can't save them in death, I will protect them in life. Is such a fucking amazing line. She's such a good character, and she fits so well into the themes of metaphor. I'm gonna actually skip the Summoner cutscenes because they're really long. Summoner is a really cool class, and one of the really, really strong ones in the game. It deals insane damage and has tons and tons and tons of skills, which I'll explain more about how they work later because it's kind of complicated. But yeah, Yufa, like, the mask, like, it's relating their fear of others and their fear of the truth with the mask that Mustari wear, and then that comes in with the human that's possessing the dragon god right now. It works so well. It's so good. And it's so weird because we don't get her awakening until the very end of the dungeon, something that's really, really rare and kind of odd because you'd think they'd want to let you play with this new class that you get and have fun with it in the dungeon and give you that initial emotional attachment to her character so that when she gets to this scene with the dragon god, it's more impactful because you've been using her and she's been a party member and all these different things, but they hold out on that and they tease you and they drag you along throughout the course of this entire dungeon until you finally get to the end.
It's absorbing the dragon god's
and this human does in fact absorb the dragon god's power. But yes, I kind of forgot about Yufa up until I saw that scene again, and it's such an amazing moment, and it works so well in the established themes and concepts and ideals that are presented in Metaphor. And I know that that's not uncommon with Atlas and their Persona games and everything, but like it speaks volumes about their writers, how they are able to take well-established formulas like introducing a party member, going through the dungeon with them, resolving their story, and change it in very subtle ways to create tension and manipulate your emotions and get you questioning every little bit about the world and the lore throughout this labyrinthian maze that is the Dragon Temple. And while all that's going on, in the background, you've got the insane reveal of Draken Grace Shinjuku and all these different things, and they can explore, and Yufa's there to help you decipher the murals, and the party looks at all these relics from our civilization. It's one of the best sections in the game, and again, it's weird because like I don't think I appreciated Yufa enough in my first run of the game, but God, like seeing that awakening again, it just like it gets you teary-eyed. It's really such an amazing piece of narrative writing and storytelling and emotional resonance. It really is. And I think Yufa is almost kind of she would work well in like a Persona. I fucking missed. Everybody's at half health too. That's rough. Yufa is almost like she would work really well in like a Persona 3 just because of her feelings about, you know, death being her, like death is her purpose, and she has to find a way to live on after being robbed of her reason to live. I'm out of MP! I don't know what to do! I'll whack you. That did 5 damage. So yeah, I guess I didn't recognize just how good Yufa's arc was in this chunk of the game, and I just, like it's just so good. I really, really love Metaphor. I think there's some issues here and there towards the end of the game with it, but like, goddamn, these really intense story moments and the lore bombs that they do are just so well executed, and I can't imagine anybody not feeling an emotional attachment to so many of these characters because of everything that we've seen so far.
Did it! Now we just need to take down the body.
Is everyone all right?
Oh hell, I thought that I only had to defeat the thing. Well, that's awkward. I thought I only had to defeat the human. I guess I have to also defeat the dragon. Fortunately, it's pretty low on health. That's kind of awkward. Oh, okay. I guess it loses a turn. That's good. Again, Yufa not gonna be doing much because of the MP issues. Can I hit you with Dark? Probably? That'll at least lower its evasion a little bit. I thought this was gonna be like some of the other fights where you only had to defeat one of the enemies, but yeah, I think I've kind of said my piece on Yufa and how much I love this story arc. It's really, really incredible. And I get a whole last turn. I have no synthesis skills. I'm gonna just pass my. I'm not gonna pass on. I'm just gonna pass to the next person. That might. Just kidding. Okay, we're just gonna use a normal skill. Let's go with Blizza. Is that gonna be enough? Nope, not quite. Come on, please. You're so close. Yep, we killed another dragon. Well, didn't mean to kill your god, but it's how it goes sometimes. All right, we got a lot of level ups. A lot of people who are really close to mastering a bunch of classes. So, Stroll gets a level up. Hulkenberg, Heismay, Mass Dancer is all done. Magic increased by, I think it said 3, maybe 5.
The dragon!
The dragon god Et has returned to its sacred vessel. Legend has it that while in its vessel, that's when the dragon god's power is greatest, and weakest when it takes to raging wing. So if it has a true form, you see it now before you. And here is our village's divine relic, Dracadios, Lance of the Dragon God.
'Twas rusty and worn, but now it almost gleams.
So dragons aren't just magical beasts. They're a manifestation of pure Magla. My sister's research. She was right.
You all had the right of it. All these tragic calamities, they are not born of the dragon god's wrath.
Then maybe they arose from the temple's melancholia. Perhaps that human was the source.
'Tis not the first time. Thinking back on it now, a human has always been at the heart.
You think humans are what's causing all of this?
No, I don't think that's quite it. Something about that monster. The way it instinctively tried to shield its eyes and ears. It was as if we faced the living past of the Mustari people itself. The Mustari reject the world beyond ours, lost and comforted by ignorance. And in adversity, it is our God we cling to as cause and answer to our suffering. Maybe we have only ourselves to blame. A self-inflicted madness. Our hearts are the source of Magla, of magic arts. Even this new power, this archetype that has awakened within me. Another. I did not know this one existed.
If this mural had been lost until now, then... This paints quite a different picture of the priestess. She looks to be fighting.
You suppose this is the truth of the priestess's duty? I mean, offering her life to quell the calamity threatening the village. Maybe that's what it meant all along.
It had always seemed odd that the dragon god dwelled within a lance, of all things. Not a sealed urn, but a weapon. My brother often wondered about it. We were wrong. No, we did not even think to question.
You would have died in the name of an era of semantics. The world has not been kind to you, girl.
No. On the contrary, I feel I've been saved. I finally see my path laid before me. So thank you. Let us return now to the village. You said you had business with the Lance when all this had settled down, did you not?
Yes, but I doubt you'll want to let go of it after all that. We have to figure that out.
I cannot simply relinquish it, but perhaps instead...
What was that?
Surely not. The human from the altar? How has it not perished?
I heard it enter the water. This channel leads straight to the ocean. If it seeks prey to regain its strength.
Then it can only be headed for the village.
Damned beast! So much for taking it slow on the way back. After it!
All right, we have obtained Dracadios. I don't know how they're gonna get back. I guess they're gonna use an Ariadne's thread, but we gotta find that human. Eliminate Virga Island's threats. It's likely headed there. It would be a catastrophe to the village if it attacks. I need to hurry back and stop it. Okay, well, off we go, back to Verga Island.
Someone, please!
Monster! A monster in our village!
I hear screaming. It's gotta be here.
You lot came back! We honestly... Ha! Looks like the little lady made it out, eh?
Of course! But more importantly...
Right. We've got a human on the hunt. Del's helping the villagers get to higher ground.
Truly? I'd not have expected it of him.
That's Fidelio through and through, isn't it?
I am Euphausia, the priestess. Thank you for helping with the evacuation. Here on we shall...
Oh, priestess! It's the priestess!
Lady Eupha, please save us. What don't you lot get about evacuate? You want to live? Do as you're told.
Priestess, what happened to the ritual? What of the dragon god's wrath?
Did you even perform the rite? Oh, this is a disaster. How can we survive now?
The dragon god Et is here as our guardian deity.
Don't worry, you'll get your ritual.
The real one, that is. The ritual that's been buried for hundreds of years.
As the priestess, on my life, I will drive back this calamity.
Hold on now. You're not actually gonna fight, are you?
Basilio, where's the monster?
So be it. We end this here.
We can do this!
Okay, back to assembling our party. Obviously, these two. Everybody's back to full strength. So I think I'm gonna go Stroll and Juna this time. Just switch it up a little bit.
It is time I put the truth to our teachings and rituals. I stand anew. I stand with you.
I thought we already finished this guy.
All right, here we go. Oh, I get Crimson Flame. This is heavy damage. I'll stick with Cyclone for now. Obviously, we get the cool animation. That did quite a bit of damage. And if you notice, it's now a different... Yeah, it's got a different, I don't know, pose, if you want to call it that. It is now praying with arrows through it. And the arrows are going through in different directions. I'm going to move Eupha to the back because she's not using physical damage. I feel like that's obviously a reference to the villagers praying to the dragon god and it not working. That's why there are arrows through those hands. But reversal prayer, obviously praying. Change something about it. And Dakunda, so there go all the debuffs. Okay. This is a bit of a weird mechanic. So it's going to be glowing different colors, and based off of the color, you have to determine what it's weak to. Obviously, wind didn't work there, it blocks. So since it's kind of a light bluish, I'm gonna assume that's ice. So I'm gonna go for the Batra. And, or maybe it's not weak, maybe it's just you take neutral damage. What about physical? How does physical work here? It doesn't. Fantastic, I should not have put Stroll here. So it is ice, okay. So it's not what it's weak to, it's just neutral. Everything else is gonna get blocked. So make sure you're using the right element here. It looks like I am gonna get another turn. I am going to summon Dragon God, which means if we look, I can in fact summon the Dragon God Et itself, since the Dragon God lives within the lance Dracodios. Removed all buff defects. I will go ahead and use Crimson Flame since this fight is going relatively quickly. We get to see actually a different animation because I feel like I'm always using Cyclone. I'll go ahead and Medica here. Stroll will not be much use right now, but he's at least present. Reversal Prayer will then change its affinity, and that is very obviously fire. It's also using bot skills, so I can now start attacking it. Well, Sorry, Stroll. I can now start using ice skills. Doesn't look like I have one on Yufa, so I'll pass. I should probably be using synthesis skills. I don't know why I wasn't. Oh, Yufa has synthesis skills. I'm so dumb. I have a whole lot of nothing here. I'll just waste a turn, because why not? Takaja, there go all my buffs. And then Distracting Hand. What does this do? Anxiety. Okay. With Stroll, I will basically put him on healing duty. Where is Anxiety? Soothing Sweet Bun. I forgot I have... See, I told you, I don't use synthesis skills enough. So fire, so I need to use... not this. I will do that to Yufa, I guess. This is Summon Noctula, so this is one of the moth thingies. As you can tell, these are a lot of enemies and other different beings within this game. Ooh. I wonder if this carries over when it switches elements. I actually don't know. I would assume so. Reversal Prayer. I mean, we'll find out in a second here. So it's green, so it's wind, so you just need to do the opposite. So now it's weak to electric. Ah, it doesn't carry over. That sucks. Okay. Where is... Stroll's poisoned. I'm gonna Medika with Will, because I really should have done a better party comp here. Honestly, having Wizard would probably be pretty good. I think I'm gonna switch... He's poisoned. Just kidding! It's probably up at the top. Yeah. So, I'll heal Stroll, and then I'll switch him out for somebody else. Do I have any electric moves? Summon Lizard Man! Are these the lizards that jump out of the water at us? Probably. Yep. These animations are really long. I usually skip these when I'm just playing on my own, but since, you know, since we're playing in a boss fight, I figured I might as well show them. Plus, this is kind of Yufa's-ish awakening. I guess technically the last fight was, but this is more fun. Weakness of Dark. Pass, I guess. And then we'll... I am... This is the worst party comp I could have done for this. Okay, you're getting swapped out, Stroll. You're literally useless in this fight. And then I can go ahead and summon Lizard Man again. And that will at least get some damage. I remember doing this my first go around, and I don't know why I struggled so hard on this one. I don't think it was like I didn't know what the mechanics were. I think my party comp was just so horrible for this fight. I just didn't do very well, and maybe I was underleveled for sure, because I was underleveled for the Dragon Temple. I do think it's a little odd that you've got this huge, massive dungeon. And, whoa, I have an extra one. This huge, massive dungeon, and then you get to the boss fights, and the boss fights are not actually all that difficult. Even when I was underleveled, it was not bad. It was not bad at all. Ooh, I have a synthesis for this, don't I? Oh, it's just multi-target. Okay. If it's purple, that's very... Wait, what? That's not dark? Huh? Wait, why is it electric? Do I...
Now accept your fate. But now we strike.
I'm really confused. Okay, so obviously it's weak to fire because I did the Hellfire Dance, whatever it's called, with Junah. So it used an electric, so is this electric? Why? It's purple. Why is this not dark?
The enemy still stands.
Okay, I don't know anything about this game, clearly. That's fine. I don't know, don't ask me. That looks purple to me. Am I crazy? I mean, it looks purple on my monitor and on OBS on the other tab, so I don't know what the deal is. We're almost there. We're almost there, thankfully, so... pass, I guess, and I think this will kill? Summoner is really, really strong, and Yufa's also naturally good at... naturally has high magic, so please kill. Alright, we done did it.
This is for the future of the Mastari! Fall!
Clearly I'm colorblind though, but we got some more level ups. Everybody leveled up, and a lot of level 18 and 19 on archetypes, so that's fantastic. Will, I'm gonna move your agility up. And Stroll, and Hulkenberg, and Heisme, and Juna, and Yufa, who's now a party member.
Right. That's the end of that.
Everyone, once again, thank you so much.
What a spectacle! To think I could have evacuated and missed the performance.
Yufa, that power.
It must be the same power wielded by priestesses of old. My rescuers helped me realize that.
You mean to say sacrifice was never the intent of the ritual?
The priestess offers her life in service, not sacrifice. She takes up arms and faces the scourge. That is why our relic is a lance.
A mural on the altar suggested as much. It's likely the murals of this village don't actually depict sacrifice either.
You saw what was inside the temple? What was it? Something the church would rather keep buried? Some other mystical relic?
A relic? Hardly. We saw a ruined city of the old world. Evidence of a history before our own. Small wonder the clergy can't send their monks. Anyone who saw that would have their faith shaken. It's all but physical proof that the Sanctus Scriptures are fiction.
You don't say.
However, we of the islands have done no better in upholding the truth of our past. With all my heart, I wanted to save our village. But all I did was sit and hope.
Lady Yufa.
I clung to my determination with such fervor. Perhaps without my noticing, it became a desire for atonement. The day you left, Adeni, even the night Father and Mother left this world, I could do naught but sit and wait and hope. I believed it was my role as priestess. If I had done anything at all to change it, perhaps we would not have faced such horrors.
You can do your changing now. After all, you're still alive, you've got years ahead of you, and you've got friends and family close. You needn't bear this alone.
We support her. Without the rite of sacrifice. Was that also depicted in the temple? Is that really the truth of the teachings?
Is that so difficult to understand? What matters the murals or the truth of the teachings? Do you believe the priestess fought out of tradition alone? She fought because she wanted to protect us. This village. She fought for you and I. Our lives and joys. Is that not enough reason to support her?
You made good on your promise to save my sister. Words cannot express my thanks, but there is something that must finally be said. Yufa, I'm glad you chose life.
I think I understand now. It's not slaying monsters that gets rid of the melancholia. I think it goes away when we help people overcome their fear and anxiety.
I have to say, for the moment there, it looked like we'd have more dead than alive. But now they've got the lance, priestess, and the whole sodden village in their corner.
It's only relevant as far as it matters for Luis's sake, Baz. Remember, we're doing this for a world where your blood don't matter, long as you can fend for yourself.
Suppose, but what about them that can't fend for themselves? Like them village folk you helped save. Reminds me of that Glodell business too. They're tough enough that they don't need dirty tricks. If you challenged them, and they won fair and square.
Pack it in, Basilio. Our war may be quieter, but we're still fighting. Hesitate out there and you're dead.
Tell.
All right, quest clear. We have finally come to know the truth of the ritual, the dragon god, the dragon temple, the priestess. We've also learned a little bit about Basilio and Fidelio. Maybe some cracks are starting to form in their foundations. Oh, I can save here? Oh, thank you. I didn't want to have to do tomorrow. We'll go here. But we are, 42 hours in? And I have finally faced my fears, my own anxieties. I am now done with the Dragon Temple.
So, that's the lance everyone's after. Don't suppose you could chuck it our way, young miss?
I wanted to discuss that. Unfortunately, I cannot let the lance leave my side. But to that end, what if I were to accompany you? The monster is gone. The Magla-made distortion is visibly fading from our lands. The threat looming over the island has passed. That said, if I am to be a warrior priestess, then I feel I must learn what the world is like beyond our borders. Besides, if you were to hold the lance, you would lose your powers of magic, which would be inconvenient.
Wait, we lose our magic powers?
Well, a flow of some protective magla surrounds you. Yet, when the lance nears you, it seems to dispel that magic. I can only assume it's one of Dracodios's powers.
What? Hold on. Protective magla? You don't think she's talking about the king's magic?
What's come over you, Strode? You seem distraught.
Look, can I talk to you for a second? There's something I want to test with Dracodios. Did you all see that? This changes everything.
I'll say. I was wondering how a whole dragon's worth of magla fit in such an ordinary-looking lance. Now I finally understand.
Your pardon, but might someone clarify?
He blocked it well enough, but the blow still landed. Our candidate was struck.
There's no doubt about it. This lance has the power to nullify the protection of the king's magic. That means, as long as you have this lance, any candidate can be killed. And if Luis knows that, it explains a lot.
Then I am well glad the brothers are not present to hear it. What a secret to have stumbled upon.
Maybe this is our chance. We can do what Grius couldn't, and this time, he wouldn't see us coming.
His plan to assassinate Luis.
Yes. That was our original mission, after all.
You would use it to take a life.
Yikes. We've been blabbing in front of Yufa.
Doesn't matter. We'll need it kept quiet that we know the lance is secret, and we can't ask that of her without giving a proper explanation.
I was the one who came asking to be included. No matter how heavy or grim your burdens, I would shoulder them alongside you.
Sheesh. Not much we can say when she puts it like that.
But how would such an assassination be enacted? Those brothers will make damn sure we turn the lance over.
A stealth mission's out. Last time there were hardly any guards about and we still barely managed to survive. I'd rather not push our luck.
We need some way to keep the lance and use it to strike Luis down. Well, Captain? Any ideas?
How about we give him a fake lance?
There's a thought. After all, the lance has been shut up in a temple for ages. Not even Luis would know what the real one looks like.
'Tis an easy thing to say, but are we even capable of making such a replica?
If you just need a visual double whipped up, that's certainly within my repertoire, what?
Oh, good. We've got a certified craftsman on board. Have at it then. Give us a lance to turn heads.
Yufa, knowing what we want to do with the lance, are you sure you still want to stick with us?
I did not falter in choosing my fate as a sacrifice, and I will not falter in this. Please, tell me everything.
Well, settle in. It's a long story.
So the prince is alive?
I know His Highness can guide us to a brighter future. Laugh at my hopes if you wish, yet
I do not know or love this prince as you do. But I can tell, by your faith, He is not one to cast others aside.
For now, we need to figure out when and where to ambush Luis. Treasonous bastard who cursed him.
Well, if we're going to trick him with a fake, there's only one answer. Saint's Day. The city will be chock full of relics by then. Perfect for a bit of cover.
'Tis the same day Luis plans to attack Forden. No doubt he has the same advantages in mind. The relics will be presented at Altabree's Grand Opera House, yes?
Well then, you could try it while I'm singing. Long as I'm on stage, I can keep everyone's eyes on me.
I suppose it is time I face my destiny as well. In the name of protecting my people, I've no doubt my understanding of life itself will be tested. All I can do is hope for your support in my journey. Time to go!
Alright, Yufa, a priestess honoring her faith's truths, has become your ally.
Not just the lance, but now we've got Yufa herself. Things are looking up. Maybe you just draw people to you, like the prince did. Strange to think of an understanding of life, though. I get it. It's just not something I thought about until recently. You think a fairy could find any meaning in that?
I'm sure you can.
You're right. I want to believe that.
I can sense Gallica's resolve. And with that, we have unlocked Gallica Rank 6. We now get 3 inheritance slots for the mage lineage.
I will go tell my brother of my departure.
Then we shall rest at the inn. 'Tis altogether too cramped in these quarters.
Cramped spaces are the foundation of camaraderie, I say. Well, to each their own.
Now then.
Oh, why? Kind of odd we get a scene. By the way, when do we depart from the island? Not soon, I take it. No, I imagine Nurse needs time to craft the fake lance, so let's wait until he tells us it's complete. Fidelia's recovery is a fine excuse for us to stay put. True. If we only need to be there by Saint's Day, then we have some time yet to attend to other matters. We ought to hone our skills or gather more support before we depart. And if Yufa is really to join us, then let's make sure she's caught up to speed. Make sure she tags along.
Hold on.
What should we talk about? Satisfy our request. We got that rock that the old woman on the island was asking for, didn't we? She'll be chuffed, I'm sure. She wanted to pray for her grandchild's safety at sea, did she not? Concern for her family is only natural.
Hey there.
Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Hold on.
Let's head back. Phew. It's a good thing we were able to convince the Magnus brothers to stay on the island until our fake is ready.
Most helpful.
We cannot idly while away the time. Yet more battles await us, so we should ensure that our archetypes are up to the task. You all look like you've been put through the ringer. Nothing like food and rest to fuel the mind and body, eh? I'd say we earned our... Damn right we did, Gallica. We relaxed for a little bit and enjoyed our accomplishments and a brief moment of peace.
Apologies for the intrusion.
Something wrong, love? It's late.
My brother had already retired for the day, so I thought I'd wait for tomorrow to tell him. But now that I find myself alone with my thoughts, I'm quite nervous.
Think you'll be able to tell him yourself?
If I cannot even do that, there would be little point in leaving the island. He will understand. After all, he left long before I did. What is that book?
Oh, it's a fantasy novel. He's never without it.
A fantasy? But what is it a fantasy of?
It's a story about a utopia.
A utopia?
'Tis a world where all people are equal and no conflict exists. Much like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
In truth, 'tis difficult to envisage. All I have known is our own island's history and doctrine, and naught beyond it. So, well, would it be all right if I read some? Remarkable. Despite all the people share in common, the world is filled with myriad faiths and beliefs. Accordingly, those in search of spiritual meaning may seek and find many different teachings to guide them. I see. So the people of this world are free to believe as they will. Anyone may follow any god, any dogma.
So basically the opposite of the Sanctus Church.
Our legends say that the ancient world was full of all manner of beliefs too. The people of Eld worshipped many gods from many pantheons. People confronted the anxiety that haunted them.
Thinking back, some of those figures in the temple murals may have been gods.
Yes. That mural depicting myriad gods is an explanation of how this world came to be.
But ultimately, war claimed everything. Suppose that means it wasn't much of a utopia, right?
Perhaps freedom unchecked gave rise to conflict. Either way, to know the past is to ensure history does not repeat. If we are to create a utopia rooted in our world, faith is not enough. We must move onward and take action as allies, because I believe that's how this must be used. This power that guides us to ideals. To walk forward, firmly, fearing nothing.